Oh, you've got
have
standards now.
I do have
When did that happen?
Oh, oh, wait, I haven't. Oh, standards.
Fuck you. Yeah, you'd like that.
I
Or
felt
what-
the 11 o'clock. I went,
Oh,
I need to eat
jeez.
something. I need to put something. And then they were open. So I ordered chicken wings. And then I
Better
sat
than
here at
Macca's
about
or Hungry Jack's.
11:30 and had
Yeah.
like these amazing chicken wings with sauce. I'm like, I fucking love these chicken wings.
I'm coming to your place.
So good.
Not right now.
Mm.
But we will have to order a
Absolutely.
midnight session of these things.
And that's 10
And
chicken
then-
wings for like $20.
Yeah, and then we'll record ourselves.
Oh, yes. It says, careful, Snaz. She threatened me with a bull gag last night. I
Ah.
did. I said I put a bull gag
Least of
in
your
here.
worries. Least of
Yeah,
your worries.
exactly.
If she
My
starts getting
Nova.
at things that are...
My Nova has seen my my chests of
If
interesting
Kat
things.
starts bringing things out
Can I say
that
something?
require mains power, you're in trouble.
Hello?
Are you taking a breath?
I was laughing with a
Oh, you're
mouthful of
swallowing.
coffee.
Oh, sorry, laughing.
I had a mouthful of coffee. And you have to talk the person through what you're seeing in a short period of time to solve a
It's
puzzle.
not going to work for us.
We're gonna fucking die every time. We'll end up on but it's so much fun. What's it called again?
That's what
You guys know the ones I'm talking about, right? It's called We
Cats?
Die Together or something like that.
Yeah, of course
And
we
you-
do.
Yeah, and you sit there and you like see different sizes and you have to sit there and go, okay, so this one looks like a circle. Well, shit, I don't know what just happened there. I don't know why I decided to go to this one, but it did. Oh, because it's a video that starts with that. Well, that's nice to know. Hello, everybody. I was going to wait another 20 whatever seconds, but you're stuck with my ass now, and Nova is there. If you give me 1 second to unmute her, because I was being a bitch, and I do what I want. There we are. Nova, you there with us, darling?
Yes.
Yes, maybe. Oh, Kelly is
My-
with us.
Sorry.
Mm.
What?
Are you still echoing?
No.
You're still echoing. Callie is
Huh?
with us. Don't unmute her. The audacity. Well, because I was playing like previews, like things that we've done before, and then I realized she's coming through the computer. It's coming through the computer. It's all coming through the computer, and it's all weird. I just can't live my life that way.
Do you need a hug?
I do need a hug. I need lots of hugs.
Okay.
I need all the cuddles. 17, please. I'll order 17 cuddles.
So, how did you get to that number?
It seems like you expect something that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No. I always come up with just random numbers, like random percentages, random this, whatever. People are like, where'd you get that from? I'm like, my brain pan? 17. I want 17.
Okay.
So how's everyone going today? Sorry we missed you last week.
What?
Remember we weren't on last week, so I was apologising.
What did we do? What did we not do?
We weren't on last week. I was apologising to the peoples to say, sorry we weren't
But I
there.
forgot why we weren't on.
Because both of us or one of us felt like crappy pantsies or something like that. I don't know. I think I was still getting over the flu, and I think that you were just being a bit of a rapscallion, doing something ridiculous. We're not going to ignore you, Callie. We love you, darling. Hi. Thank you for coming.
Okay. I'm going to try and fix the
Echoingness.
playback.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about your day?
My day.
Mm.
I had a nap. And
You're a
that was
cat.
good. And I had a milkshake, and that was nice too, because I'm also a cat.
Chocolate? Caramel? Strawberry?
Strawberry. It was strawberry. Yeah.
Ooh.
I need more milkshakes in my life. I thought about this the other day. It's like, okay, so when you're a little kid, right, you sit there and go, when I'm big, I'm going to buy all the candy and all the milkshakes, and I'm going to spend my entire day just watching TV and eating cookies. You know, and now that you're older and you've got the money to do so, we're like, oh no, we can't do that because of this.
Gotta
You know
pay
what?
bills.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna sit there and watch bloody, you know, what's the TV show I would have wanted to watch in those days? Ellie and Jules, Australian TV show. You can get it on YouTube. Bam Bam.
Oh.
I wasn't allowed to watch many TV shows, but Ellie and Jules is my favourite. And my first foray into horror. We can probably watch it on here one day.
I don't know it.
Yeah, it was on ABC. It was done by I'm trying to think. The actress was only in a couple of things when she was a little kid because she was like a cute, weird looker. And then she grew up to be, you know, her face grew exactly how it was, but she became bigger. So she wasn't cute and weird as a little, as a little kid. She just became a weird looking adult. That was legitimately the reason.
Find a photo? Share it, please.
Yeah. And she was in the Shirley, I think it's what it's called. IMDb, Ellie and Jules. It took me ages because Jules is spelled Jool. Like,
oh, one of those. Jules.
Fucking Australians. Ellie and Jules. Is that right? No, because I spelled it wrong. I spelled it the way it should be spelled.
Right.
Ellie and Jules. Oh, fuck. Ellie and Jules. There we. What? Who are you? Where were you when I was born? What's going on? Yep, okay, here we go.
That broke.
All right. Well, give me a second and I will...
Baghead.
What? Baghead?
Wait, there's a... Oh,
Who's
I
a
can't watch this ad.
What are you talking about?
There's an ad on...
If someone's hurting you, let me know.
Twitch. Well, it's a horror ad and people's faces were being pulled off.
What?
And...
Where is this and why am I not allowed to watch it? I want to watch
it. Was the ad.
I want it. I want to watch ads.
Bagheader.
Yeah, I'm going to do anything I want to do. Window catcher. What if I did that? You're doing this all on purpose. You hate me.
Me?
Hey.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just being a pain in the ass. Ellie and Jules. There we go.
You're being a pain in the ass, are you?
I always am.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, everyone can see all my stuff. Don't judge me. So Ellie and Jules, see? Miniseries, 1990.
Oh.
It was with Rebecca Smart, Clayton Williamson. Who gives a shit? It was about him and his family move into this old Australian house, and she's the ghost, and they have to figure out why she's a ghost. Like what happened to her, not like why she a ghost. Like, you know, I'm a Muppet, but like, what's got? Now I need to know what I'm doing. Oh my God, what have I done? You've done this, you weirdo. No one will ever love you again. Oh, sounds about right.
Really?
I just thought
That's a little extreme.
I thought I did a voice in my head for a second.
Oh.
Oopsies. Yeah, so Ellie and Jules. And it's awesome. And that Rebecca Smart chick, she looked weird. And then she came back years and years and years and years and years later. No, that's the wrong one. In a detective show. Like just, yeah, an Australian detective show.
I feel like I have seen her about traps.
Yeah, I like that. Ellie and Jules is one of my favourites. It was so good. And I watched it again and
It was a horror.
No, it was like a horror-ish. You know, it was about ghosts. You know, they move into a house as a ghost haunting it, of the girl.
Oh.
And he becomes friends with the girl, and then they have to try to figure out why, like what happened to her, why she died, and why she's still haunting the place. While he's dealing with the crackpots up the street who are trying to, you know, steal the land
with the
to make a sheep farm or some shit. Ellie's the ghost, yeah. And then they find out that what happened to her. And it just like, it was my first foray into, as a child, into, you know, horror, you know, ghost stories. So I was quite protected with what I could watch. And then, which I talked about on a different stream. Yeah, but yeah, so that was one of. But it's still so good. Like if you've watched going round the twist, if you watch
No.
that again, how B
No.
grade and crappy it is, it's about the same. But it was always B grade and crappy.
One of my co-workers told me about an episode in Going Around the Twist where a fish was growing out of the boy's penis,
Yeah.
and I just looked at her and I went, "What?
Did you
This
not
is a
read
kids'
these
show?
books?
What?
Did you?
No,
You didn't read these books as a kid.
no."
These were like what everyone read as a kid. Like, you know,
No.
there's one where a guy becomes a magnet for rubbish, and there's one like there's so many of them. Like it's like, what's his name? Fucking fuckity fuck fuck. That's not his name, bless him. I can find out because I have the internet. If his name is fuckity fuck fuck, I will steal his name. I'll marry him for his name. Round the
Sorry,
twist.
not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm just going to sit over here and just giggle
You can't
to
escape
myself.
Round the twist. It's written by fuckity fuck fuck. Oh my god. Oh, the novel's written by fuckity fuck fuck. He was born in Australia in 19. No. Pink twist. Blah blah blah. I haven't gotten to that yet. Oh fuck! That was my cat. Blah 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 blah. It's not helping me out. Hold on a second.
Okay,
Have you
I give up. I don't know. I don't know.
It's got a really
Last
weird
week,
name.
no, week before,
Paul
it
Jennings.
was all working fine. Hey?
His name's Paul Jennings. I'm like, he's got a really weird name. Paul Jennings.
Oh, I know Paul Jennings.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of the one who wrote the book about the fish and chip shop owner. Gleese, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't matter, we're not talking about that now, and I'm not Googling anymore. Yeah, Paul Jennings wrote a whole pile of books which ran the twist.
Pretty sure he's still writing.
Oh, bless him. With his hands. Little bastard with hands. Oh, my
I
God.
saw another Terry Pratchett meme.
Yeah.
I'll have to send it to you.
You're still echoing
Not
like
as
a
good as the other
bite
one I
again,
saw,
babes. Echoing again.
Sorry?
You're echoing again.
I can't fix it.
Why not?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Just take off the headsets.
How about now?
Still echoes. Just take off the headset altogether. Maybe we can play with it later.
No, because then you can hear everything.
I want to hear everything.
There is...
She says.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. There we go. Cats just prowling around the house.
You never found
My
the other
dogs...
one.
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at Callie's thing because I've never found the other one either. So cats palling around. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone loves cats.
Oh,
palling
there is. When they yell and yell.
We're literally the cat lady conversations. If there can't be cats
I
in the
know.
background, what else are we going to do? Have funny farts or something? Is that how we're going to have pussies into it? I believe I said funny farts.
No.
I'm going to let my cat out into the world. Terry Pratchett.
Into their
and-
world.
Yeah. Just,
Okay.
just cover up myself.
All right.
Pretty sure I fed him.
Can I feed my pussies?
What's about your
Just
pussy, my
thinking.
love?
Hang on. Brain. Recall. Fed.
Someone's...
Yes.
Someone somewhere, Neil Gaiman owes Terry $10. Okay, Callie, I need more information. This is what we talked about
It's
before.
the meme we talked,
we
the
talked about
Terry
this before,
Pratchett
right?
and Neil Gaiman meme that we talked about the first week. That's one.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
What's awesome?
I used a button. I got a button and I
Okay.
used up. And everyone's very proud of me for doing that. See? I told you. Everyone's proud.
All right.
I was like, now I can sit there and say my bad jokes. And I put a video up of it. I'm like, yeah, my bad jokes. And then it's like, woo, yay. And so one of my YouTube people was like, yeah, now she's got fun. Like,
It was one of your
what?
new viewers
What made me
somewhat
review it?
perturbed by your use of certain language.
I don't know. Did I
Vernacular,
miss it?
vocabulary.
What did I do?
Huh?
What did I do?
I don't know. You said something, and then
Sounds
they were
about
like,
right.
"Can I finish my sentence?"
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she says.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you meowing?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. What was? Yeah, YouTube. Somebody watching was a little bit put off by your language in one of your videos. So, yeah. And you're like, calm down,
I do not recall that.
whatever.
I know.
You,
I know the
you
one
were
that was
forewarned.
putting the sexual ones in there.
Which, what?
I know someone like the other day. I think it was yesterday, maybe.
Yeah.
Or yesterday or the day before, commented ridiculously sexual comments. Said some stuff, and I didn't know what it was. Just like one sentence, and I was like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" And then I googled it, and then I put up highlights and clips of me googling it and telling everybody what they meant. So that
I
might
missed
get me
that
in
one.
trouble. Yeah, it was
I'm going to have to go find it.
edging, and see, now I know what edging is. I've heard that 3 times today.
Oh,
That's a bit distressing. And something else, edging and, but it's all right. It's all on my things. We don't need to go into
edging
it.
is what you do in the garden. You know, you tidy the grass.
That's what I
along the
thought.
path.
It's a nice one. Or when you sit there and you ride your bike and you like get the wheel and you just touch the gutter, and it makes it. Oh, that was edging. You know, when
No,
you,
never heard that.
yeah, and it makes that noise and it like scrapes a bit of the rubber off and it makes you seem really like a really cool kid.
Really tough bike rider.
Oh, no, I did that yesterday. Because I'm a cool kid. Okay, play the game.
Who said play the game?
Do you want to
You are.
play the game? Load. Okay, last time we played it, the 8th of February, 11:38 is where we were up to. Camilla had taken us to a bar.
Okay, then. Fire away.
Is that the sound from the game?
Okay, then fire away, yeah.
Oh.
Band. Oh, Callie's like, play a game on this dream? Never. We can just, you know, we were just going to talk about stuff. We've got other things. Hang on. Yo. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to have this plugged into other bits. And then I'm going to have this stuff. But I don't know how to use any of it. And it doesn't work properly. It's because of ID 10T issues, but that's okay.
Ellie, look at this one page in 18 minutes. Slow down.
Whoa there. Woo!
Whoa, Nelly.
Do you go out during the day? Is
Well-
sunlight lethal? Sunlight is bad. Yes.
Sunlight is bad.
Always prefer moonlight.
Sunlight is
Don't
bad.
you?
Sure.
Who needs that noise?
What about crosses and garlic?
What?
Oh, she was saying sunlight's bad, but it's not too bad. Like, she prefers moonlight, don't you? And then she's like, what about crosses and garlic? You know, is that
I
bad?
can't really eat food like you do, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, because you eat like a slob. Blah, 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 blah. Chicken wings. Sorry.
Doesn't ward you off?
See, why didn't it have talking like last time? It should have had talking through the entire thing.
Us or
No.
them?
And crosses do not bother
We did
me.
talking because they weren't talking. It was like having a conversation with nobody. Just some chick who's staring at me through a TV screen, and I see that every day when I watch porn. She just talked to me instead of being, oh no, that was too much.
What was? Whoa.
I was going to say, the joke was going to go into S&M territory,
Oh.
which is probably fine, but I just. Next. Oh my God. She smiles slowly, which is like this. I'll wait for that to catch up.
Nuns can be a lot of fun.
Nuns, no none, none, no none, none. Oh, I love that show so much. Is that coming back soon?
Which,
Um, we are. mm. 1 second.
yep.
Oh, my brain is just singing me the theme song and not telling me the actual name. My brain, can you
Sing
you
it.
be a part of? Tell if you want to live long, you have no use for your song. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. What we do in the shadows? The TV show?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's amazing. Like they had the movie and then they made the TV show, and I think they've got And you love Nadia. Have you seen it before? If you haven't,
No.
oof,
No, I haven't.
you are in for a treat. Oh my Lord, oh my stars, you are gonna be done for days. Like seriously, Nadia's wonderful. At one point, she ends up having her soul split, and she's got a doll that's her and herself. So that's fun. But it's from like the same guys that do like a whole pile of shit. IT Crowd,
Hey guys. Yeah.
you know, IT Crowd, all that kind of stuff. Flight of the Conchords, that kind of group. All those, you know, all those New Zealand guys, they all hang out together. They actually do, which is hilarious.
Can you still hear me?
I can.
Wonderful.
I
Is that
hear
better?
you all the time. Yeah, I think so. Try again. Yeah. You're not echoing anymore. I hear you when I sleep. I hear you.
I told you. I was going to become one of those voices in your head. I was going to occupy space.
You are. You do.
Yeah, no.
You occupy more
Sorry.
space.
Should I be sorry?
No.
Should I apologise?
No,
Okay.
no. It was just there for weird, like Mickey Mouse noises anyway, that space. So technically, you've helped me out a little bit.
Oh my God.
Awkward.
So I've realised after speaking to neurodivergent people.
Oh yeah, you've had
Let
one
me
of
know.
these moments, have you?
Oh yeah. So let me know if I'm speaking too quickly, because now I can't hear myself, which should
You're fine.
reduce or eliminate the feedback.
Yeah.
That people, so the different ends of the spectrum for neurodivergence. I'm not the sort of person that can't deal with multiple stimuli. My brain has to always be going, right? So even while I'm working, I need background noise.
Yes.
And when I'm sleeping, I need background noise.
Yes.
And when I wake up first thing in the morning, I don't always have conscious thoughts. My brain starts replaying some of the songs that I'd listened onto the playlist the day before.
Yeah, it's already started up. Yeah.
The sound, the lyrics, everything. It's like my brain, I swear, it never switches off.
I'm 100% with you. Mine is exactly the same. That's why I sit there and I say like, oh, sorry, I have to wait a second because my brain has to finish that song before it will let me actually, because I've got a million thoughts going on, a billion, like this one, and it's attached to this and it's attached to this, but it won't let me actually get to that thought because this song is like dancing in the way, and it's like going, no, you got to wait till we finish. I'm like, fuck, all right, fine.
It's
Which is
kind of
really
like, it's, you know, when you queue up things in a game or on Spotify. Sorry, yours has to go into the queue. Whatever you just said is going to go into the queue, and I will respond to you once I've finished processing everything else that I've done.
But this one
like
did
the
jump
25
the
other
queue.
things.
But this one jumped the queue because I wanted to. And then this one there, it's just sitting on the side. It's just kicking all the other bits out of the queue and making them run around in circles. Yeah,
Don't talk to me about segues. Parallel conversations. No. I just thought it was so weird. Like I even said to the doctor, I said to my doctor, I went, is it normal for you to wake up and your brain instantly to start playing songs at you? And she goes, well, I wouldn't say it's something to be worried about. That's not saying to me that it's okay or not okay. You just, I think no one's ever said that to her before. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to process that.
It's very interesting, I think.
Good luck with it.
Yeah, it's very interesting because back in the day, because women and men, you know, male, female, whatever, like they show they show autism and spectrums very, very differently. So back in the day, back when I was a child, and then going back,
which is not that long ago, really.
Oh, thank you, darling. Then back when my mum was a child. But then again, back when my mum was a child, there wasn't a thing called autism. It was just you were being a naughty kid, which is why, like, and now they're kind of going, oh, yeah, so the women, you know, obviously I'm not saying women as women. I'm just saying medically speaking for this particular thing. I'm not doing any of that.
Is it biology at birth?
Yeah,
that's the way to get around it?
That's what I'm trying to think of right now. I don't want to, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm not doing that. But they found that it goes in very, very different ways. And they didn't know back when I was a kid how it seemed to come about. So they knew ADHD. They knew what that was. Fair enough. Everyone was fucking psycho pants. Fair enough. But they didn't get it. So nowadays we sit there and go, oh, so I have had problems with, you know, like I've always had problems with being hyperfixated and then being super distracted, always having to have more than one thing at one time. I'll either be all going or not at all. Like all of these bits and pieces, they sit there nowadays and go, oh, yeah, you're definitely on the spectrum. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You are. And it's like, cool. So I spent my entire life struggling,
masking,
and then masking. Like I pretend, like I never believed that anyone actually liked me. I honestly believed
you or lied to you.
Liked. I never believed that anyone actually wanted me around or that anyone actually thought I was a friend. My entire life. And like then people came up later on. They're like, you know, you're such a good friend to me. I'm sitting there going, I literally just thought I was a piece of background. Thing, and I spoke to you when needed to and smiled and stuff, but I really didn't think that you wanted me to actually talk. And I seemed very confident, but it was just because that's how I learned how to act. So it's very different. And now my mum's coming about. So my mum is very, very, like, you. As soon as you meet her, you'll go, 100% easy peasy. But she goes, oh, so people don't do this? I'm like, no, Mum, we've talked about this. These things that you do, they're not normal. The way your brain works, well, it's not standard normal. It's spectrum normal. So it's, you know, like, she should, like, you know, she could have, you know, with more understanding and more medical knowledge, it could have been a bit different. Like my life could have been very different if there was more medical knowledge back then, which is fine. Because now my daughter is, sorry, I don't talk about her very much, but yes, I do have a daughter. She is coming to the age where it's very obvious that she's on the spectrum. Fair enough. She's brilliant. She's a lot, which is great. She is an extremely powerful, wonderful human. I'm very proud of her. But nowadays they know more about it. So it's easy for them to spot the things that back in the day were just like, oh, she's being annoying, or she's being naughty, or she's just not trying, or she's this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's you know, it's just beautiful. It was obvious from the get-go. Yes, it was, Callie. Thank you so much for being part of
it. The measures for ADHD and behavioural stuff, because the medical industry is so male orientated and so male focused, they didn't actually think women could get or could have ADHD or be on the spectrum. 100%. And so undiagnosed ADHD in women of our generation, and as I said to you previously when the doctor referred to me as somebody in my 4th decade.
Absolutely outrageous. So my cat has decided to make another round.
Oh, okay.
Obviously I haven't done something that he wants.
Right.
So I'm just going to kick him out again and lock the door and then make sure that the other door's locked too. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Did you want me to keep talking?
Yeah, continue.
Oh, okay. So it's now been established that women who are late age diagnosed for ADHD and being on the spectrum, they will have suffered almost their entire lives as a result of not being diagnosed correctly or being misdiagnosed, with anxiety and depression so extreme that it's now become a secondary condition. When if the ADHD or being on the spectrum had been identified early enough and supports were put in place and people were taught how to support individuals like ourselves, the fear and the imposter syndrome and the anger and the depression and all of these things wouldn't have been so prevalent or so basically overwhelming at times.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that really sort of I just went, you know what, I need to know more about this. So yeah. So they've only last 2-3 decades they've figured out that women can have ADHD, but it presents very, very differently. For example, we start a lot of projects but don't finish them. We don't always present as somebody like males present with ADHD as being hyperactive and not able to sit still or contain certain acts, like they can't sit still or they can't sort of be instructed to do a particular activity, while women will hyperfocus, we fixate on stuff, we have a constant barrage of things happening in our head that doesn't always verbalize.
Yes, definitely.
But it can, and when it does, we come across as being quite chatty and social, when really that's just actually a coping mechanism or a masking mechanism in order to be able to deal with the things that are going on in your head and then also figure out how to fit into society simultaneously and not understanding what's actually going on.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
yeah. It's terrible that, I mean, I guess we're lucky, you and I, that we are of the age where we can benefit from these findings. Could you imagine people in our grandparents' generation who were neurodivergent? How were they treated in society? They were ostracized. They were forced out. They were marginalized. They were the sorts of people that would go into the kinds of occupations that nobody wanted to do, all the way, going from garbage collectors and sanitary workers, and I'm talking about a couple of 100 years ago, all the way through to prostitution. Those were the sorts of things that they were forced into because they were the only sorts of people who could deal with that sort of thing. The neuronormative, I don't even know what the right word is, but non-neurodivergent people didn't typically go into those. Yeah, they didn't go into those fields because they couldn't handle that. But the neurodivergents have been abused or ostracized or mistreated so much so that there was the higher incidence of individuals falling into those kinds of occupations.
Yeah,
if you looking at the medical profession over a couple 100 years and seeing how it's evolved and changed, like I feel I'm a little bit lucky that I was born when I was, but also
we're on a magical cusp, I think, as well. Like
maybe, but I was going to say, if I'd been born a little bit later, maybe I wouldn't have dealt with depression from the age of 13.
Yeah.
And anxiety also at the same time, or earlier actually.
But I'll be honest,
and been taught social skills on how to interact with people and understand that my way of communicating with people isn't the norm, but also, you can help people understand that your way of communicating is different, but you also don't have to change yourself necessarily either because they also need to be educated too. And I think that's the hardest thing is people so the non-neurodivergents having to adjust the way they operate because society's been set up for them.
Yeah, definitely. I totally understand.
Sorry.
No.
Segue.
I was just going to say as well that I think that both you and I had different, obviously we'd had different battles as well. So I don't know if that would totally have stopped the, depression and anxiety and stuff like that. But I do think it would have helped a bit, especially...
I think we've had some similar crossover in our life experiences.
I don't want to go too much into that. No. That would be a whole different
conversation
to do. Kettle of fish. Nah. But I do think that it would have been very interesting to, I don't know, I think that even if they'd been able to see it when I was a little kid, they wouldn't have been able to see me anyway. Like there was,
Mm.
I was background noise for so long.
Yeah,
Not even noise.
I feel like that.
I think that
Well,
might be a
maybe
bit
is
of
that
a-
us having the commonality of being the eldest children?
I'm not the oldest.
Aren't you? Why do I always think that you are? I feel like you're the
Because
oldest.
I've always been the old. I've taken. That's a whole.
That's the role you've taken on.
That's a whole
Okay.
nother thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I always took care of my siblings, but that's a whole other thing that we should definitely not go into right now.
Did I tell you the story about being at my brother's child's birthday party and somebody I've known for all of their lives asked me if I was the youngest of my siblings? And all of my siblings were around me, and there's a 7-year age gap between myself and the youngest.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
And
Callie, put your head back on.
sorry.
Callie has to put her head back on. Women are people. Still a troubling concept. Not so much that her head falls off. Put your head back on, darling. Come on.
Yeah.
Put your back.
So I said to her, no, I'm the eldest. And she's like, why do I think that you're the youngest? And all of my other siblings looked and said it was because she doesn't act like an adult. And I'm like, yeah, well,
You're my kind
why
of
do I have
adult.
to?
No. Fuck it.
Why must I?
Fuck it. I'm on
So-
holiday.
Yeah.
That's why life is a fucking holiday. Oh my god.
Was it with you? No, was it with you or somebody else that I was talking to? It was you and I were talking about this earlier about how as children we fantasize about spending our days eating chocolate and all those sorts of things. But now that we're adults, we're like, oh, I've got to pay bills. I'm broke.
have you got-
I don't have any
So
money
fuck
to
it, I'm
indulge because
doing
I'm
it.
broke.
No, so fuck it, I'm doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of which, I'm just going to rummage through my takeaway bag here and
Yeah, I
see
know
what
you
goodies I've got.
I know, Callie, I know you said it ages ago, and I did see it ages ago, and I did try to acknowledge, but
What?
it's Callie said ages ago, nods head till
Oh, okay.
she did say it ages ago, and I did try to acknowledge, but we're trying to make sure that we don't we talk over each other and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, we're trying. Oh, you know, I
We're
might
practicing.
just go maybe like this. I might just do this. Can you see my video?
Yeah. But we're out of sync.
Yeah. But someone's
You know
gonna
what?
keep
We
doing
will
it.
figure out the cues later. How about that? What do you think?
I'm just gonna wait for you to say it.
I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? You giving me fingers? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, doing the fingers. Oh my god, I'm giving you a nice night out. Oh my god, I'm thanking you.
Is that you mean a nice night in?
If I do this, then I'm trying to say.
There is a terrible joke that goes with that gesture.
ad break. No. Oh. Which one? Licking.
That gesture you were just making. So if somebody walks across the room after you've made that gesture to them, the response is, I knew I could make you come with 2 fingers from across the room.
I am. I just make people actually come.
Yeah, oh,
That's the thing to say though.
you're
Yeah,
breaking
no.
my joke. Oh my God, you broke my joke.
Sorry, there you go. Oh, I knew
You're
I
not-
can make you come
you're
from 2. Yeah, but I'm just used to people that can actually make me come. So.
Is it just me? Is it like... It's okay, sorry. Just speaking about sex, right? Bad sex.
Sorry, gunshot.
What is that?
It was a gunshot. And
Rapid fire.
hey, bad sex is rapid fire.
Yeah, bad sex. No. I don't understand how people can have bad sex. Is it because the other person, is it because the other person's just not paying attention, or they're only there for themselves?
Normally,
I
think normally it's the fact that the person you're sleeping with has no. Is not paying attention to the cues you're putting out, or you're not putting out as many cues as you think, or anything like that. And it's just, sometimes it's just pheromones are not matching up. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes there's just no.
Blame the man, Kelly says.
There's no. Blame the man.
Mm.
Like I know I have had bad sex, not often, but I know that I've had a bit, and I think it was more of a case of the guy just wanted to get off and didn't give a shit if I was excited enough, because women's bodies, you need to either mentally, because I'm a very lucky person. I can come with my mind. Like I can, if I think about it enough, I can have an orgasm.
Well, it's been proven, actually, scientifically proven, that women find pleasure from the things that they hear, whilst men find pleasure from the things that they see.
I find pleasure from everything, though.
Well, no, fundamentally, that is the core, that is the common denominator when it comes to
But how does
seeking pleasure and... So, okay, go on.
No, I'm just thinking, because, like if I can do it with my mind, that's not hearing anything. That's
No, but are you having conscious thoughts?
That's me stimulating
Are you having conscious
my own
thoughts?
body.
You're not necessarily externalizing...
No, it's me. It's conscious thoughts, but it's not externalizing. But it's definitely stimulating my body. But yeah, no, I think lots of things depend on different things and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the mostly bad sex is just people not giving a crap about the other person they're with. And if you're gonna have sex with someone, fucking make it good. Enjoy each other. You never know what someone's gonna do.
Should be fun for both of you,
exactly.
right? Or all of
you're
you,
not just
actually.
There.
Let's
yeah, exactly.
be all encompassing.
You're not just there to, get your dick wet or whatever, or like that kind of thing. No, you're there to enjoy each other. And then you never know, you might end up with 72 hours of just ridiculous fun until you just pass out.
Have you ever wondered where the expression "get your rocks off" comes from?
I'm going to say caveman. Because the rocks and bashing people in the head. Is there an answer for that question? Or?
I'm looking for it.
Because if there's not, then I'm taking that one. Oh, my fucking hell.
Where does the expression sexual coinage referring to male orgasm, not female? An anal element is referring to testicles, right? Yeah, okay. Doesn't say where it first originated. I'll have to look into it a little bit more, because usually you can find the... What's the right word for it? Not the origins of words.
Etymology?
Is that the right one? I feel like I want to say that, but I don't know that it is.
I want to say it's that because I think I remember it from something and my brain's telling me it's that. So we're going to just double down with that. And if it's not, then who gives a crap?
Oh, started in the United States in the 1940s. There you go.
Just had someone message me going, have you thought about mirror trading? So, like, trading mirrors? Do you reckon I should ask about, like, Bloody Mary and...
mirror trading?
Mirror
like
trading.
As in...
Like, my mirror...
Entomology. Thanks, Kelly.
My mirror is from IKEA. And I have never... seen...
Thought about...
I've never thought about...
Trading it.
Thought about trading. I was going to mention, like, I've never seen Bloody Mary in it, but I did think I saw something in the shadow on the corner near my arm when I was brushing my teeth the other day. Because you have to make it really specific. I did this one thing. No, I did this one thing with a scammer, and the whole point, like, I went through this whole bit pretending I was this dude who was married to this woman who was abusive, and like chopped his finger off. Tell
me about this.
Yeah, I need to find it because it went on for so long, like so much longer than the scammer should have realised. Like so long. Like
was it a chatbot, maybe?
Days and days and days. No, they were like, oh my god, why are you still with this woman? Like, it was a serious conversation. Went for days, and by the end of it, I'm like, what in the fresh hell is this nonsense? I never thought of trading it.
Anyway, should we wrap this poor game up?
Hang on. I don't know what you would find apart from
the mirror trading.
A shadow in the background near my, what's this, right? Yep, right shoulder when I brushed my teeth on Thursday.
Specifically Thursdays.
Haven't I always told you if you're going to make a story, make it specific?
Right, yes. The devil is in the details.
But not so closed up that you cannot then move it around. So if they asked about it, I'll be like, on Thursday, on Thursday I was doing blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, you can continue the story. It's an acting thing, you know. You make it specific, but not so, like, stringent. Version teach on Thursday. All right, Thursday. Okay, cool. All right, I want to know why they want my mirror. That one will be fun. I like them. Okay, anyway, nuns can be a lot of fun. And then we got distracted. She spoke distantly, and I thought it might be best to change the subject. Okay.
Do you sleep in a coffin?
Same subject. What the fuck is wrong with it? So her shirt is a brain with a white mouse on it, and it says zombie. Isn't that like kind of like you're dating a vampire and you've got a
I know.
zombie shirt? Isn't that like going to like a Raiders game and wearing a
Like a jersey?
yeah, like a Bulldogs or whatever the fuck it is, something like that?
Well, no, because that's in the same, like, league. Do you know what I mean? So,
No, I really
Okay.
don't. I just went through
Okay.
the only things I could think of.
all right, okay.
I don't- Sports, go, sports, go.
My old boss's boss used to go, oh, sports ball, I'm out. It's like,
I see always-
all sports,
Yeah.
all sports are captured in sports ball. No longer interested. Thank you, goodbye.
100%. I used to always go, oh, yay! What sports? Yeah, no, I definitely watched the sport. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. And, yeah, no, they did some pretty good things, I found. And they were like, what sport is... Yeah, definitely. Woo, yeah. Woo.
Can I be honest and say that at least some straight women are honest about the fact that they watch men's sports so they can perv? I feel that
Yeah,
lesbians would not admit to that, not even remotely. They
wouldn't admit to
might,
watching men's
They wouldn't admit to it, but they might, be there for the eye candy. But they'll also know all the stats and the characteristics of all the players and their personal lives and just every detail. It's like, all right, stalker.
Yeah, it's like watching Days of Our Lives or Home and Away or whatever. They get really into it. They're like, that person's hot. I need to know every detail of their lives. I need to know what their grandparents did. I need to know what their favourite fruit is and when they last went to the cinema. It's very much like that.
Who's your current celebrity crush, by the way?
I don't know. I don't have a current
What?
one.
Really? So I've been binging Law and Order SVU, and I am all about Mariska Haggerty. Holy heck. Goodness me. Pretty
I
sure there were
don't
stories
know
about her being gay, but she's
So the brunette.
short hair. Yes.
No, but I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces. Like,
Oh, yes, her character's name's Olivia.
yeah, no, Olivia, yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't really kind of. You know what? I haven't actually been watching that much TV.
Oh, really? Have you been reading?
I've just been so freaking stupidly busy and feeling ridiculous. I've been doing so much of this stuff. I've been doing my studies. I've got 3 new certificates. I'm just, I've been hyper fixated, which means I haven't actually had a chance to do stuff. So I'm going to have to go back and like, I've watched all my fave, again with the autism stuff, I've watched my favorites. So I've got The Good Place. I've got, what else do I watch? Religiously. So I've got The Good Place, Community, The Office, Lost Girl. I've got my happy snappy ones that I watch religiously, and Supernatural, which of course I already have. So the brothers have been split between myself and my sister. We did that about like 10, maybe 20 years ago. They were split. Everyone in TV shows was always split, and I'm fine with that because Sam was going to be my best friend and Dean was my honey. And then because I'd always have a girl and a guy in every TV show I watched.
Right.
Or a harem of both. Look, I can do what I want. You can't stop me from just banging in the town.
No, I was just going to say I'm actually trying to start watching Supernatural for the first time.
Oh, you
and
should.
Also,
don't
Buffy for the first time.
Oh.
And trying to get past season 3 of True Blood because I watch it and then I stop watching it and I restart it again and then I get distracted and I restart it again. I'm terrible.
I'm trying to think of what season 3. So Season 3 is definitely diverted from the book ridiculously. Like at the end of season 1, it diverts from the book. At the end, bitch.
Which is this?
True Blood.
Okay.
So
I didn't know there was books.
Yeah, honey. The Sophie
Oh.
Stackhouse ones, yeah. Damn straight.
My.
Terribly written. But the storyline is fine. The
Hang
storyline
on.
from the beginning
Are
of the
they
first
are they
season,
written
very
are
different.
they written worse than 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Okay. Well,
I
they're
can
not that bad. 'cause
easily answer that from any fucking question. Is anything
Yep.
written worse than 50 Shades of Grey? No.
No.
Fuck
You know
no.
what? Probably even a
50 Shades of
kindergarten.
Grey is a knockoff of the True Blood series. She wrote
I
it as
thought it was a
fan
knockoff
fiction.
of the Twilight, the Sparkly Vampires. I thought that's what it
I'm
was a
pretty
knockoff.
sure Sparkly Vampires came out after.
I was pretty sure it was the
I
other
don't
way
know if
around.
it.
I'm going to fact check
I
that.
don't know. Yeah. Either way, one of them. Well, there's Sparkly Vampires, and then there's Eric. All right?
Right.
Eric. That's the end of sentences. Wait till have you seen him with short hair yet?
Oh yeah. I've seen him as Tarzan.
Uh,
I've watched him in. I watch anything with him or his brothers in it because I love watching things in. I actually do watch things in their native tongue. I cannot stand things that are dubbed, so I will always turn off the voiceover and go
so
with
they're,
the.
are they Russian or Czechoslovakian or something?
No, they're Norwegian.
Norwegian. I knew there was some.
Yes.
I knew there was something. Yeah.
Yep. So their dad is the. Sorry.
They don't do a lot of movies in the native tongue, though.
Some of the younger brothers do,
Yeah, I imagine some of the youngest ones would because they're not.
and
There's like 5 brothers or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and their dad's also an actor. He's the
Yeah,
mad
of course he is.
scientist from the Thor movies. You know, the older scientist,
Yeah,
that figure.
And he's
Yeah,
he's Bill's,
that's their father.
and he's Bill's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. He's on the
Is
ship.
he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to go back and. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see him on the thing in the ship. He's become part of the ship, and then he's got the thing on.
Oh yes, you're right. Yes. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? I love him in that.
Of course
He's
I'm
so
right.
great.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, by the way, you weren't right about 50 Shades of Grey. It was written as fan fiction, inspired by Twilight.
See, I didn't double down though, so I'm okay with that. I don't mind being wrong. I'm absolutely fine with being wrong because that means you learn.
Yeah, and then the author then turned it into full-length novels, titled them. So they were originally called...
Go fuck yourself.
No, originally fanfic for young adults, teen romance novel series, and then converting to BDSM full-length novels.
No, but the thing is, they're not BDSM. They're absolutely wrong. And they've taught all
it's
these
terrible.
people that BDSM is this fucking terrible thing when it's actually nothing to do. If anyone has read those books, watched those movies, and thinks that's BDSM, it is not. Consent always first. Before and after care.
But also there is
attention
a
to
huge
bullshit.
power imbalance in what happens, and there is he's an older guy, she's literally a teenage girl.
So?
It's like this is not right. That is not how that is not the right dynamic or setup.
My first
essentially
BDSM
is spousal abuse.
relationship
Ultimate.
was
Sorry?
my first BDSM relationship was when I was I was 18. Yes, I was just. And he was much older. And he taught me all sorts of bits and pieces. He was my only ever dom. Otherwise, because I realised through the bits and pieces that wasn't my gig. So I'm more of a switch, so I can go both ways. But it's definitely, I go both ways and always.
Do you think Nintendo were really conscious of the fact that they called their game console Switch?
God, I hope so. God. I really hope they are.
Come to a Switch
Consent
party,
is
and then you got
sexy
all
as
these like
fuck.
tops and these Switch people turning up with like a bottom or top, and then you got this other group turning up with like these game consoles going, "I'm here to play," and they're like different kind of play.
You two meet together and see what happens. Consent is sexy as fuck. That's exactly right. Did you see the bit I put up and I shared it everywhere all about consent? Like the video. If you do see it pop up, share it please because it's necessary. It's talking about the
I feel
fact
like I
that
missed
consent
that
is
one.
fuck.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, I made a video. I'll share it again. But like, just it was just
Okay.
like a random wordy video. You probably would have just seen it and had nothing to do with me. But I might do an actual video with me talking. But no, I just, I did it on Canva. Canva's good. But yeah,
Cool.
about fucking consent, because the amount of times I was going into doing a deep dive for what I was thinking about for a video.
Yes.
And I was going into Snapchat and like going into all these kind of things like this, and I found a lot which is fucking horrifying, and it's definitely not going to be a fun video when I do it. It's not going to be fun.
Are you going to be calling out?
I'm going to
All
be
the creeps.
oh yes, I've got
Okay.
I've got photo, I've got videos, I've got
What is
everything.
it? Is it Reddit? Is it Reddit where people
Oh.
have those like really long, intense rants about stuff?
Yeah.
And
I
yes,
haven't
no.
got- yeah, I think Reddit is very big for it. It's also very big for other
Censoring.
bits and pieces. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
for the dark side of stuff.
Oh, I was not aware
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Which is where okay, so I went to Snapchat just thinking I was going to get a lot of content
No.
about incels and
Nope.
cockpicks. I've gone down a fucking rabbit hole.
Oh,
And
I refuse
I
to use
am-
Snapchat if I can. I don't like it.
I don't think I
I-
can, I don't know if I can stop. I'm
Oh, it was a
horrified.
tool. It was a tool that was used by someone I cared deeply about, and that's how that's what they used to cheat on me. And I feel, I just went no.
Well,
I
there's
don't.
no-
if
there's
you
no-
if you can't share what you're doing
Right?
with your partner, that
No, I'm 100% with you. Yeah, no. If you can't share, if you can't sit there and go, "This is what's going on in my phone. This is what's going on," like
then
my
then
ex
why
had-
should
like,
why should
told
you
me-
trust them?
Yeah, my ex told me about a week after he went and hung out with his ex. So, oh yeah, no, did I tell you that I hung out with my? No, you didn't. But fair enough. Do what you want.
Mm.
I don't think anything about it because I'm very trusting to a fault.
So am I.
But you know
Like
what?
I'm the sort of person
Bless
that will
him.
ask you point blank something, and then take you at your word despite my gut feelings. But
100%.
I feel like there is a meme out there that sums this up, and I'm gonna have to find it, and I will have to share it.
It's annoying because
Trust
like
your
I'm
trust your what is it? Trust your gut.
yes.
It knows you better. It's like
100%. But I will sit there and I will say I will overshare, I will over explain, and some
Yeah.
people think it's really bad. Like if someone's being a little bit sleazy towards me, I will share that with my partner.
Mm.
And then they my last partner was like, oh, you just think, you just keep telling me all these people that want to fuck you. I'm like, no, I'm just telling you because there's a message that came through and it made me a bit uncomfortable, and I didn't mean it as I'm trying to, anything bad.
make you jealous or
No,
yeah.
it's just I feel uncomfortable. I
I needed to
feel
share this with
uncomfortable
you because it didn't make me feel right.
yeah, if I saw
Yeah.
someone send that to message to you,
Mm.
I would feel uncomfortable. I would be upset about that. So I want to
Just the content, really, rather than the
Yeah, I don't-
intended recipient.
I don't
The
give a
content
crap who
itself.
wants to fuck me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
Mm.
don't care. Unless I'm planning on fucking them or I am actually in the deed of fucking them, then I care. But I don't care if like a rando, Steve Jobs, some rando wants to. But if they're sending something that I think, if I saw that,
It crosses a line. I feel
then
like
I share it. But he thought it
Yeah.
was like, oh, you're just trying to tell people that, you're just trying to show me that people want to fuck you. I'm like, that's not the, like, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, my phone, my computer, everything was open. Like, you can access all of my shit. I'm not, anyway, whole other kettle of fish.
So, are you going to stop using Snapchat?
I think it's not good for my mental health to continue, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because anyone who's watching, I've got a history of abuse in all the colours of the rainbow, and it's not healthy to delve into it because I can fall into holes, like mental health. Anyone who's watching, mental health holes. So
Do you know what?
Look, I think I've gotten as much as I can out of it without
Before
delving into it further.
Before we gloss over mental health, I would like to say, for both of us, if that's okay,
Yeah, of course, babe.
that whoever is listening and whoever might end up listening to this, you are never actually alone.
Never.
There are support services out there. Somebody will speak to you. Somebody will talk to you. You just have to reach out or send a message, make the contact, because you will not, there is no point to feel isolated.
Definitely.
If you need genuine help, the help is out there.
And the thing
You know,
is as well,
I've had...
I was just going to say that thing is as well, you don't know who's going to be that person. So even if you post something on Facebook or Twitter or whatever you use and just say, oh, I need to talk to somebody, you don't know. It might be the neighbour you had when you were 8. It's just somebody who's seen it and gone, I'm going to reach out. Like I've reached out for a number of people, and a number of people have reached out to me because my things have seemed low or whatever. And, you know, you make the closest friends because the best people to talk to are people that you don't see in your everyday life. The people that...
But not even that.
know,
I think the fact that if somebody does...
care.
If you put out a message saying, I'm not doing so great. I'm not okay. You know, somebody give me some of their time. You would be surprised who contacts you.
Exactly.
And how much time they're willing to give you.
And how much they understand.
Yeah. Yeah. And even though these people, they may not speak to you every day or they're not a professional, the fact that they are motivated to contact you should tell you that they would be desperately saddened and grieving if you were not going to be around anymore.
Yeah. The amount of people that
you
don't even think of that would have fond memories of you.
The amount of people that would actually offer you help if you said something.
Damn straight.
Rather than waiting to see, if you could watch your own funeral sort of thing. I wonder who will turn up. No. How about I wonder who'll reach out? How about I need some help? And if there's not somebody in your friends list, talk to somebody who volunteers, because those volunteers, they've got training. You know?
Even go talk to somebody talk to someone at your local library. Talk to somebody.
There are you can speak to your doctor. You can speak to any kind of medical professional.
They will. And if they can't help
there are
you,
all sorts of resources out there, and there are groups that focus on supporting certain groups as well. So guys have a hard time with this sort of thing. So
exactly. So
biological cis men are the hardest ones to get them to open up. Well, then have a look into the Men's Shed, which is essentially a support system designed for men to get together and fix. The research has indicated that men are better at disclosing things that bother them when they're keeping their hands busy and they're problem solving.
I'm not going to turn that into a sex joke because of this conversation.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that whatever else we talk about, don't ever do something. Don't ever go to the point where you feel that you can't actually trust someone. There is always someone out there.
And also, I'm just going to...
And not in a creepy way. That was meant to be, supportive, you know.
No. I'm going to put out there as well, in my Discord. My Discord is always open. I might not be there every, constantly, but I will get back to your message if you message me. And if I can't, I'll do my best to try to, find someone who can talk to you. I'll talk to you. I've done that for a number of people to watch because that's why I'm so open about this kind of stuff. I think it's really important to know that you're not, exactly right, you're not alone. We are all fucking just junk on this planet and we're just trying to do our best. So reach out because the world is
be brave enough to have a massive, ugly cry.
100%. Ugly cries are the best. Oh, my God.
They're soul cleansing.
And the chicken wings after the ugly cry are the best.
Oh, right, or a milkshake. Ice cream? Ice cream.
Or a nap. Or a cuddle. Oh.
Hot dogs.
Oh.
Donuts.
So good with a cuddle right now, hey?
Really?
I love cuddle.
I bought you... Do you remember years ago I bought you a giant, oversized monkey?
I do, and it got...
and you cuddled him for ages.
And it got waterlogged. It got destroyed. Oh. So I was in it, so I moved house so many times, right? And I've known Nova for ages and ages and ages. It got in a shed, and then the water got in the shed, and it was like a massive. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't know if you can say, like
2 foot,
like,
60
yeah,
centimeters.
It was like massive, like my entire like between
Upper
my
body.
head and my knees kind of size, massive.
Yeah.
I'm not heaps tall, but like I'm average height.
I'm gonna have to find you another one. I'm gonna have to find you a giant pussy.
Oh.
You're gonna like that, aren't you?
Climb
Giant
inside.
pussycat to cuddle. Oh my god, that'll be the best.
Yeah,
Can I just say, giant stuffed toys make the best pillows.
They do. Oh my gosh, definitely. Callie, make
Yeah.
sure you don't hold back your tears. Just cry and have.
Not tears,
Go for
jokes. I feel Kelly was going to hold. What Kelly's comment was about was making inappropriate jokes at certain points during our previous little segue.
Imagine how I felt.
Yes.
You
Also,
you
for anyone
see
who
me
doesn't
when
feel
I'm
so great,
bawling
they've
my
got
eyes
that.
out. I'll
Yeah.
still sit there and make the worst horrible jokes.
I know.
Okay.
You know what that says, though? I think that apparently that talks. It explains how you've trained your psyche to deal with certain things.
Oh, yeah. I'm funny because of trauma.
Well, yeah, but it's what is it? My favourite saying is there's always an element of truth in humour.
Yeah, 100%. Easy.
So when somebody makes a joke that because they're grossly uncomfortable, the truth, there is truth behind that. It could be funny, but there's also truth behind
Oh,
that.
definitely. Definitely.
Yep. That's one of my little platitudes that I live by because, I don't know, I might have picked up half from over here and half from over there and then smooshed them together and gone, this is my little thing that keeps me going.
Platypus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I realize I'm on the fucking wrong. If anyone's been messaging from the other fucking
Can we catch up? Can we catch up? Can we catch up later?
Just double checking.
The messages. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just double checking it. I'll message. I can see you. I'll message you back. I'll message you personally. Okay.
Whoa.
So I know who you are, and I'll message you back.
That was very Liam Neeson of you.
I know you. I will find you. What is it like?
Oh.
Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh, see, that's why. I'm
by
not
the
gonna
way,
use
if we
everything.
ever do a horror watch party together,
Is my face
I will need
even on?
counselling afterwards. Just so you know,
Oh,
like I will need an emotional support,
emotional
cuddle.
support me.
an emotional support teddy bear.
Is my,
Like, yeah.
I just realised.
Like,
oh, there it is. No, my face does exist.
I don't do well with horror. So the only way I've been able to watch horror,
Well, we don't
you'd
have to
know
do
this 'cause
horror.
yeah, a mutual friend of ours.
Oh
I
yes.
would watch horror with them, but it'd have to be late afternoon before it got dark, and then afterwards we'd have to follow up with an action film that was funny, or a Disney film or something lighthearted to make me feel okay about going home to be by myself because I live
Have you
alone.
ever watched Mr. Right?
No.
It's my favourite
horror?
romance type movie. No. It is a hang on. She has the internet. Hang on a second.
She has the internet.
She has the internet. She
I love
has
it.
the internet.
She has the internet. Da, 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 da.
I've got to make that a thing. She
I was
has
this
the
close.
internet.
I was this close, and I'm holding my fingers about an inch apart, so 2.5 centimeters to 3, from buying a keyboard where I could make up melodies for us and be like, I'm gonna just, dun dun dun,
Do it.
like
Do it. I want it so bad.
and be like, okay, so we're gonna try and do something, but this, and it would be melody fail version number 1, melody fail 375.
love it.
Like that's the
Callie
sort of
says,
our sound
do it,
clips and
do it.
sound effects would be terrible. But when we do make a game, it'd be the best because like original score by Cat Lady Conversations.
I just fucked that up and ruined it. Yeah, no, exactly right. We can do so many things. It'll be so like that. I'm really into that.
It'd be amazing. I can
100%
see
into it.
all of the things on your screen now.
Oh.
That was very technical.
It was all of the
Gosh.
bits and pieces. It was too many bits. I didn't like all the bits. I'm going to change it to
Did
less.
you just close the game?
Oh, no.
No, it's all right. That's fine.
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
just trying to fix it so it's a list game. Just try to make it less of it.
My kne's
There's a
crunchy.
1 and the... Oh, Oh, well, don't.
Oh,
eat
by the
it.
way, what is your favourite fast food? If you eat fast food from a major chain, which one is it? Is it Macca's, Hungry Jack's, KFC, or Porto? What else is there?
Oh, I don't know.
The Mexican place. What's that one called? Do you know?
I want to say El Dorado, which is incorrect.
No. And then there's like the Walk It Up.
The magnificent. No, I probably say Walk It Up or something like that, but I don't really like any of them because they're all like a bit rubbish.
Well, okay, so I have to.
Oh,
my
the
weakness
one-
is Hungry Jack's.
I love a good bacon deluxe from Hungry Jack's. I
Oh,
love the
Zambreros.
shit.
Zambreros. That's what I was trying to think of. Zambreros. So, I will. Hungry Jack's chips are the best. Bar none. No,
Oh,
they've
really?
Yes.
Bar none. I'm
Bar
a
none. Even
KFC
better than
chips-
KFC.
Oh,
Nope.
so I don't.
Okay, hang on, wait. Okay, they're equal best
Yeah.
to a
Depends.
traditional Aussie takeaway where
Yeah.
you get those thick cut chips that you would eat on the beach and you have like a massive piece of fish
The
and you
good
spend half the
ones?
time throwing chips to the seagulls and the other half of the time throwing chips into your face.
The good ones are amazing when they're the right amount of crispy. They come
Right.
hot, right in your face pan.
Yep.
Oof. I think KFC, they've got the addition of the salt and also they put flavours in the oil. They've got that addition to it. Thank you so much for following. I can't see what your name is right now. Clark Griswold. Clark
Whoa.
Griswold. Hey, Clark. I'm Sam Rockwell. Thank you. My favorite. I love
Hi,
Sam,
Sam.
Rockwell. Can you see? No, can you see what I'm sharing? This is Mr. Right. This is the TV show, the movie that I was talking about.
Oh, right.
I've just fucked
See what I
off.
did there?
Yeah, I fucked off any idea that we're actually playing a game, and
Yeah, nice one.
I'm going through this. So here, I'm going to play the trailer. You can go fuck yourself. Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go and fuck yourself if you don't want to. I'm not telling you to do that. It's not
I mean-
judgment call.
If you
If you wish
good at
to,
it,
like
you should.
or,
Yeah.
is take.
Hi.
It's amazing. I
Supposed
love
to be in
Sam
Milwaukee
Rockwell.
Killing your husband.
My favorite movie.
Why are you
One of my favorite.
here? Murder's wrong, Sheriff.
Made me believe in love
You're
again.
playing?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, he's so good. And so everything he does is amazing. This
Was I
movie,
cheating
like,
on you? Maybe.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know how this keeps happening. Do I just suck? No! Am I just like, suck ball, McGee? You're just a work in
I
progress.
feel like I'm going so bad. And not just because I'm wearing cat ears right now.
Oh,
Well,
that guy.
It's a lot of condoms.
That guy. I
Yeah,
see.
Sam Rockwell, baby.
Oh, I see.
Wow, you look great.
He's the annoying
Enough-
dude
Enough
from
condoms to choke and go.
I'm on
Sorry.
a date, and I like this girl. Can't we do this tomorrow?
Sorry. Oh, see, I love Anna Kendrick
Finish a book on
too.
tape?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I would
Kill
put myself
somebody
in
in the
that
parking
sandwich
lot.
any day of the week.
do it.
Why would anybody kill our guy in public?
Mm.
Go. What was straight?
Did
I
I
love
share
it.
to you? I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
have,
oh my
but there's
God,
a
news.
lesbian
Sexy right
singer,
now or something.
comedian singer. Have you seen her?
What?
You have been assigned a
You
new
don't-
target.
So I'm having a conversation with Andrew's right now.
Equip.
We're talking about Moon, the movie Moon. We'll play the trailer for Moon afterwards and let Logan know what's going on there. Well, sorry, Nova, what were you saying, my love?
Who hire him?
Sorry, I was sharing there's a, let me find her name. There is a comedian singer,
Is like,
It's weird.
a
I know.
stand-up comedian who uses the guitar, and I'm pretty sure he's Canadian or from the US.
Yeah, I'm sure I know who. I'm sure I know one of
She
them.
did a skit about who she would love if they were gay, and it was like Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone. If they were a couple, and that she'd be a sandwich between. It went on, and I'm like, this is the best girl on girl, same sex attracted. Yeah, it was great. I'll find it. We'll have a listen to it when.
Do it, my love.
Mr. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll find it. We can do that because we can do whatever we want. Fuck it. Kingsley's birthday.
Oh, she's great. She's great. She also-
happens. 100% true.
She also talked about somebody in the audience asked her what sort of Subaru she drove. She switched her guitar, like she put it to her side and went and into full detail about how it's got these rims and this finish on the paint work and all these other things. And they're like, yeah, but what model? She goes, a a liberty. I thought that was a given.
What?
I was like, oh, all right then.
All right, now I'll play now. Nova. This is the movie that Sam Rockwell. I'll be honest, the best. Oh my god!
Really?
It is a drama. It is a science
Yes.
fiction. It kicked my clit into the sun. It is
Are
amazing.
you going to bring me around to be a fan of Sam?
Are you not a fan of Sam?
No, I always found him really annoying in the Iron
Then
Man
yes,
films.
I am.
He-
I haven't
Yeah.
even watched the Iron Man films. I will go
Really?
and tell him that he's wrong.
Oh no, but he does his role so well that he was annoying. That is the point.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Your joke's there.
Yeah. It's like the woman who plays Professor, the horrible woman in the Harry Potter series. She's a phenomenally talented actress, but everybody can't get past.
Oh, yeah, the one who does the
Can't get past her
dance.
role as the professor in pink that tortures everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he was meant to be annoying, but he was just so annoying that I couldn't actually stomach the idea of watching Sam Rockwell in anything else because he did his job so well. But I'm happy to be converted. I'm happy to become a fan of Sam. Okay?
Funnily enough,
You can make that a hashtag. New fan of Sam. New fan.
I found him in oh god, what is the book's called? And it's called the movie's called Choke. And it is from the books of someone who's really fucked up and weird. Something, if anyone can think of what it's called, Choke is in the movie. It's really fucked up. It's
This looks like the current
this movie
trailer
is so good. I'm a shush.
This looks like my jam. It's something that I would happily watch.
I love it so much, and he's so good.
Can we watch time this one?
And thank you so much for bringing it up. What, baby?
Can we watch party this one?
Yeah, 100%. We'll work it out. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but we'll work it out.
Not dying. That's not right. Oh, she's not dead. Okay, cool. So, what? What? There's too many spoilers in this. Can you stop? Can you stop? Let's stop. Oh,
No.
she cloned. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I got too many questions. And no.
I'm not
Okay,
giving you
whoop.
any
Sorry.
information. I went into it, it was given to me for my birthday from a woman I love very, 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 very much.
So, was it me then?
Sorry, darling. Unfortunately, this time it wasn't you, but normally
it's okay.
it would be it. But it was given to me, and because she knew I loved Sam because of Mr. Right, and that was like the main thing. Like, I'd seen him in other things. I thought he was a good actor. Nothing clicked until Mr. Right, and I was like, oh, I love him so much. And then I watched this one, and it just like, yeah. Well, let's have a look. They're talking about Iron Man 2. Have you watched Iron Man 2, my love?
Yeah, I was making the comments about the fact that
Yeah, they're talking about
Sam Rockwell did such a great job as Tony Stark's competitor, and he was so annoying, and he literally just captured that character so well that I didn't actually want to watch him in anything else. So I was like kind of turned off watching him in anything else because he was so convincing. But I was like, yeah, but that's the point of an actor, right?
Yeah,
So I talked
100%.
myself out of it. Yeah.
So, like, okay, so can you see the chat? Because they're talking about things. Because I haven't watched Iron Man 2. The only reason I watch, like, I like those movies a little bit. They're exciting. They're like, whoa, yay, fun. I do not give that much of a shit. The only reason I gave a shit is because of the person who I love dearly. And now I just don't, like, they all just roll into each other unless it's something to do with fucking Scarlet Witch or what else do I love? Scarlet Witch.
I love
the Doctor Strange. I love Scarlet Witch.
So I just love all the characters.
I love the magic ones. I think. Otherwise, everyone can go fuck themselves.
I have 5 nephews and 2 nieces, and all of the nephews that are above the ages of 7, which is 3 of them, we've all watched all the Marvel films together. So I've got very fond memories of watching these films. So I love these films because, one, I think they're funny, and if they're well made, they can be a little bit off. But overall, I think that they're well done.
Let's do this. This is kind of like just Over Myers. He plays Over Myers. I love Matt Berry though. Matt Berry is also in another TV show that we talked about today. What we do in the shadows. Bam, 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 bam. Matt Berry. He's married to your counterpart, your vampiric counterpart.
Mine?
Yes, yours. 100%. Oh my god. You would
Who is
definitely
my
be her.
vampiric counterpart?
Now, one moment, please, everybody.
Oh, am I going to be excited by this or terrified?
Let's.
Can we say a mixture of both? It's a cocktail of each.
Depends on how your vagina feels right now.
I'm not disclosing that.
I'm not talking about that right now. Let's play the trailer, bitches. So,
Doing the shadows.
Vampires, first thing that comes into your head.
Sorry. That's my
yeah, that's a.
What is desire coming at you?
Bon appetit.
A bunch of
We
rays
do.
in front of a vampire, you have to count every single grain.
She's
I'm recording myself so you can play with those sound bites later.
Yeah, I've got the vampires. Oh. Come on,
What am I doing?
So we're terrified, yes. They're vampires, and it's a TV show.
hurts because it looks like it really
So
hurts.
it's so much
That
fun.
looks like fun.
And the fact that you haven't watched it so far makes me really
No.
worry about our
We are
friendship.
Nadia and Laszlo, the human music
Come on now.
group.
No, it doesn't. Nothing makes me worry about our friendship. We're all
I was just going to say, who are you kidding? Who are you trying to kid?
It's a painting in which you've invented the
This looks amazing.
There I am.
It is
behind
so
this dead
fun,
chair. This is
love.
the first time that was ever done.
I don't know if we
Look
can.
at all of them.
Are we allowed to just like watch things? I think we are. Do we need to like do anything
Oh,
like
hey,
New York
don't sit on
City?
that.
Exactly. Oh. Have you watched the original things? Like, have you watched the original short film that they did before they did the movie, before they did the TV show? So they did a short film.
No, I feel like I need to be
It
schooled
was
right now.
so good. Like, the short film is like literally,
Oh,
New Zealand guys making a short film, walking around their town, and then walking around nightclubs just talking to people, going like, "I'm going to, can I come in? No, I'm a vampire." It's just fucking like this stupid humor. I love it so much.
I can't wait to see his face.
And then they made the movie,
Please don't wear that hat.
which is awesome, and then they
No,
made the TV show.
it's a big bloody stupid hat with a
It's
big
so
bloody
good.
stupid curse on it.
There
And
you go.
every time
You're
you wear it,
Nadia.
something bloody
Okay.
stupid terrible
Right.
happens.
So,
You're my Nadia.
So I,
Gizmo likes it, don't
yeah,
You're typecast.
I'm excited and terrified. Yes,
It's
thank you,
got a
Kelly.
bloody huge curse on it. I have tried to throw it out
Oh,
many
yeah.
times, but
Yeah,
it
you
keeps
do.
crawling
It's a
back.
cocktail. Just take a
Literally.
sip and deal
I've
with it. You'll
wired
be
this
fine.
hat.
It's not a shot.
Oh, you be careful with the Colin Robertson there, darling.
Or witch burner.
Just don't
He
listen.
noticed me eyeing it.
Block your
In
ears.
his dying breath, he said, "Take my hat. It's cool."
Just better hope he's not performing as a
Yes,
jewelry.
it is cool, I thought. Free hat.
How much trouble do you reckon I'd get into if I actually tried to plan an episode?
The potato famine. That time that horse knocked you over and trampled over you.
Oh, this is a great, it's just so much fun. And so this is Guillermo, the one in the middle.
Exactly.
He is not a
Are you
vampire.
familiar?
He is a
He
familiar.
likes it, don't you,
And-
Justin?
Justin.
Yes, have a touch.
That is a thing. It's so much of a thing, and I don't want to ruin any of it for you, but it's so much of a thing. She doesn't know about the thing, guys.
It's
She
just
doesn't know.
not
I don't. Yeah.
Stop,
Okay, so
Got
stop.
nothing to do with the
Can you
hat,
pause
the
this? Can we
bookshelves, which
go
I
to something
charge
else?
Don't worry, nothing will tell you about the thing.
You're so.
They won't tell- Oh my god,
That
this
is
is
not
so
cursed.
damn these electric sex pants. I love it. Like it's
Oh, that
it's
reminds
literally
me,
the greatest like
the
humor.
Electric Sex Pants reminds me of
It's so fun.
Bernard Black
Yes,
in Black Books.
it is so
Right?
like it
I'm
is
a
that kind of like
was it Robot
comedy.
Prostitute from the Future? You know what I
Bernard,
mean? Same
Bernard,
kind of.
Bernard,
Yeah, Bernard.
Bernard,
Yes,
Bernard,
right?
Bernard. Just like
Yes.
it's there's like
Yes.
yes, I'm a robot prostitute from the future. Yes.
A mutual friend of ours actually said to me something about building a robot. And I said to him, we'll get onto it then. And then he sends me that message, go, I'm a robot prostitute from the future. And I went, I can't deal with you right now. I've got to work.
I love all of that. Matt Berry is amazing.
Buy
Everyone's
you the
amazing.
robotics
It's
kit
funny.
to get you started. We'll get onto that then.
Why
Oh,
not?
dear.
Let's just go for gold.
Oh, totally.
We were meant to be playing a game that was about like an hour and a half ago. We got through two slides, and now we've made new friends. So let's
what
just
we're all
continue our lives, shall we?
Share the love. Let's just do that.
Oh.
I don't know about you. Are you sweating through your bra again? Because I am.
Yeah. Well, that's not that. I've got a dark variety. But yes, I'm sweaty.
Just do your bit.
Right, you're sort of
He's obsessed with
I
the
wanted to
idea
turn
of
my fan
vampires
on this
taking
evening,
over
then I
all
realised
humans.
oh, too much wind
That's
there.
why people are pulling my hair because like she looks sweaty.
I guess I always take my top off because you can't see me.
Oh, so that's rude. Fucking tease.
I'm not a tease.
What we do in the
I'm not
shadows.
taking my shirt off because you can't see
It'd be
me.
teasing you if my camera was on, and then I said I'm taking my top off, and then turn the camera off.
Yeah,
That
well,
would be
don't turn off the buttons. Don't turn off the cameras in your bathroom.
Oh, have you been getting people to visit my house again? Just me.
It was clear all of his
All right.
innocent part.
Oh, it's
You
been
try
so
to
much
play
fun.
innocent, but it just doesn't work.
I reckon
Training him.
No, I'm pretty sure I suck at that.
Hit the coffee.
It's so much fun. Like we should definitely. Do you reckon? How much trouble do you reckon we'll get into actually playing an episode? I mean, not today,
Right now?
obviously. Like not right now, because I'd have to go through and find them. And I don't download things because that's illegal and bad. So that's not a thing. I have to find out where I can watch them and that kind of thing.
Citizen.
Well, I feel like if we were going to watch an episode, you'd kind of spend half of the episode watching me to pause it so that I could have a response that you could capture to then dissect and then we could move on. So I don't think it'd be a full playthrough just like the games that we just decimated.
You'd be surprised at how much you actually like speak. Like we've got heads.
Oh, sometimes it's all but
Talky talk through the
I'm trying to
thingamajiggy.
convince the vampires to go out more to the club.
I'm not just saying.
I think we may have found
Not
ourselves
just
in a
you.
thing, so I think you're right.
No, I talk a fucking shitload. I'm fine with that.
Well, to be fair, I live alone with my creatures.
Live
and
alone.
I work from home. And the only, external, I'm giving, bring out the violins. The only external contact I have is that your twat waffle mug?
You know it is.
Yeah, it is.
Don't
Bring
be
it up
a
to the, there we go.
waffle.
Don't be a twat waffle. So when you work from home, and your family's all at least 300 kilometers, I don't know what that is in miles away, so 3 hours travel by car. My social, the way that I get all my socializing out is through these sessions with you. So I never promised this would be this. I never promised that this would be good content. I just promised that there'd be much of it.
I know. Callie's like, can't mute the video.
I Yeah, but
I was watching the video.
that was a very firm instruction, I feel. So I think the
I get
lessons
it.
we've learned, Twitch is, Clark Griswold
Totally.
has just said Twitch is their social life.
100%.
I should embrace that, really. I really should embrace that.
Yeah, you should, babes. Like I don't leave the house. Like this is what I do. I study. I do this.
Mm.
I don't leave my house. So my social life. So why not?
Yeah, well, I'm happy to, share the love.
All the
And
love.
the eccentricities and the segues. By the way, I always find it fascinating when I say the word segue and then think of those two wheel things that people used to drive around on.
I literally just thought about that. As soon as you said segue in the brain, and then I thought of a song about segues. It's like a comedy song about segues. And then
No, I don't know about that one. Which
But I
thing?
kept on with your conversation. That's right.
Okay, cool.
So I
it's
did all
cool.
of
Okay.
this.
I feel like we're having too much fun to stop right now.
What do you want to do then, darling?
But also, is this the point where we make a plug and say basically, if you can't get us laid, buy our merch?
If you can't get we can't get us laid by our match.
That's right. This is
If
one
you
of our
can't get
taglines.
us laid by our match. If you can't get us laid, if you can't get us laid by our match. Because we never leave our house and go bad for us.
Yeah. please help
Go
us.
to
We are
the club.
economically inept.
If I go to the club and say Colin Robinson, I'll probably get pepper sprayed. Oh my god, yes, 100%. You're a
But
star.
getting pepper sprayed is not fun. Like, why would you? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't feel that is a good thing.
What if you get assaulted first? Get
And
the
then
joke?
Right.
Because assaulted.
So
and
long as they're
pepper
massaged, so
spray.
long as they're rubbed down with oil beforehand, I think they might
Do
be
you get
okay.
that joke? Do you get that joke?
That's, what's going on now?
Sound effect. I'm staring randomly into the camera.
Oh, what game? What was it? Lesbian Vampire Night. Vampire Night of the Lesbian. It's a journal game. It's not very good. I played it ahead, and I spoiled it for Kenzie. But then I insisted that we still keep up the facade that we're going to play this game. So, yeah.
Okay, what
Sorry,
the
not
flying
sorry.
fuck
There
is
we go.
happening there? No, why is it got the background on? Should have the
I
background
don't know.
on. I
You're
don't
the one
like
driving the car. This is
My
your
God.
circus.
Here's
Your
your
shit show.
circus. Here's your car. Here's your boob-tastic land. Here's your doing all the stuff. Here's your blah, blah, da, blah, da, blah, da. Okay, I'm good.
So if this is meant to be a bar, just going back to the game, right, if they're meant to be in a bar, why are there desks set up?
Cool study there. Have you not been to Sydney?
Me?
Yeah. The amount of bars that have like desks and like computer setups and shit like that because they're so cool
What?
and retro. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I have been to Sydney, but obviously not to the right places. Goodness my.
It's only meant. Kelly's like, it's only meant to be like 40 minutes long, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bought a
Yeah.
new tablet and I
So,
downloaded
we
it and I
got-
played it.
We got this game like how many weeks ago, and we were going to play it,
Four.
and yeah, it's only meant to last a little bit of time. So Clark,
Well, we just
basically
get
most of the time
distracted
we just talk.
discussing different things. Like, in the first section,
She
there was a
gets
lot of
distracted
passive
more.
aggression going on between the character that we play. Like, she was very passive aggressive. And, you know, she's like, well, I won't let you in. Well, what's the point of you being here? Like, if you're going to just say go away and they do, then game over. What did
Exactly, we
just
talked
get?
about that for
What did we
ages,
just
isn't it?
do?
Why the fuck are you
How did this
people
even become a
doing
game? Where did you get the money to fund this venture?
Oh,
I don't
yeah, we did
understand.
talk about that for a long time.
I did.
I
Yes,
would,
you blame that on
you know
me.
what we're going to do next time? We're going to
What's
grab
that?
all of the videos of this thing and just watch them and talk
You
over
wanna
them and be
critique
like,
our own
and be
work?
like, what
Oh,
the
gosh.
fuck were we talking about? Yeah, we're going to do
We're going
that.
to critique. Self-criticism is a good thing. It helps with personal improvement. Oh God!
And
guess
no, I
it's also
think
another
I'm
way of
okay.
getting people to
I
engage
don't
with
really
us.
want to improve anymore.
Look at us taking the piss out of ourselves because we're such. I don't know what's the word.
Radiant thinkers.
Such
I don't know. I just came up with two words, put them together.
cat ladies. We're
Hope for the
such
best.
cat ladies. I like radiant thinkers. I'll take that.
Cat
Thank you.
ladies, radiant thinkers.
Yes. Well, we've come up with like I like the term economically inept. I think that's a good one. We should keep that.
Economically inept.
Yeah, that's why people have to buy our merch. If they can't get us laid, they need to buy our merch because we're
Oh
economically
yeah,
inept.
that's right. We are poor,
See,
aren't we?
see, full circle. Thank you very much
God
for coming.
damn.
That would be a pie chart, if anything. I need to stop.
Are we super, super poor? Should we keep asking for more merch?
No, that was not meant to be an asking for more merch. That was just a joke.
It said yes. The magic ball said yes. Please pay for it.
Speaking of merch and buying things, I splurged on a purchase from Temu.
I know. You didn't even ask me about it. The person
I'm
who sits
sorry,
there and
boss.
buys so much shit from online.
I just literally bought a spoon and a couple of other things. One of them says I'm about to stir up some shit.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I know. I can't even make this for that much money, so I'm going to give that to certain people.
Oh my
Oh, I'm
god.
gonna have to share. I'm going to share my purchase with you. You will thoroughly appreciate the humour. Like I literally just spent money on funny stuff.
I will
Oh, wait,
thoroughly
can I make
appreciate
this
it.
for less? No, I can't. Sorry.
I said I will thoroughly appreciate it, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. So yes, and then the flip side of that is my current obsession is hardbound sketchbooks and notebooks, as I told you the other day.
Yeah.
And so then I did a second order of just notebooks of excessive page volumes, like 760 pages. So if I'm going to document and journal the inadequacies and failures of my life, I'm going to do it in books that look good. So that was my
100%.
second purchase.
Hang
Yes.
on. We got in trouble. Self-criticism, good thing. Tell myself as I eat another pound cake. Yes, 100%. Oh, I will allow that, obviously. Because how is that? Oh, pound. Pound. I've got to be really careful with what words we allow. Because, like, if you sit there and allow, you know...
Pound cake is delicious.
Yeah, but if you allow the word pound cake, then you allow the word pound, which can be, you know...
Could you put pound cake together? Or use the
no,
symbol
what we were
for a
going to
pound?
do, well, we were talking about it the other day. We were going to
Yeah.
make swears, but, like, with making the words a little bit different, just
Yes.
enough so we make our own list, because then people that watch us know what they're saying, and we know.
So basically, we're going to make them a periodic chart of.
Basically, we're going to give them
profanities.
some tests, and we're going to do. It's going to be more than
a periodic chart of profanities. That's what we're
100%.
going to do. Where's the pound? Here we go. Pound cake. Let's see if that gets through.
Yeah, exactly. Callie,
Did I
what are
get
you
through?
doing for yourself? Callie is our moderator. Callie did not do it. Callie is on thin ice at this point. Thin
Oh.
ice.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry.
Pump the brakes there, sister.
Sorry, I'm really hungry.
Thin ice.
I haven't eaten in a while. I'm really hungry.
Where are your chicken wings?
I don't have chicken wings.
Why don't you have chicken wings? Chicken
I
wings
have like
is our currency.
Yeah, I had a little baby sausage roll.
Callie's flirting. That's why Callie was distracted.
Oh, who are you flirting with, love?
The chick on the screen. Apparently, our screen.
Oh,
Apparently.
what? You're
No.
flirting with the game person? Darling,
No,
I'm
she's-
sorry to say, darling, but that's never going to come to fruition.
Oh my god, that's a great concept for a game. How to teach people how to flirt.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on the person, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so how are we going to teach them how to flirt? We are, so just anyone who doesn't
Multiple choice.
know, we've talked about it numerous times, we're going to make a game. We're going to make a point-and-click adventure, not a point-and-click adventure, a visual novel.
Yes.
I know how to make them. We've been talking about it. We're going to get the certain characters and stuff like that, all of the bits and pieces. But we just need to have a story.
Yes. We'll come up with a story. I don't think it's going to be difficult, but yeah. So the journal side of things. But I also like the idea of teaching people, because there's been studies about how people spend so much time on their phones and they don't actually know how to interact socially face-to-face or in person anymore. So I was like, okay, well then let's provide a simulated multiple choice choose your own adventure.
There are some
And
of
we
those,
can
though.
actually, sorry,
There are some.
are there?
Yeah, I've got
Well,
one
let's put them
called
through their
5
paces.
Dates. I've got one called... Oh, but they're not like... It's not like kind of... You say whatever you want. Like, we can't do that. We're not that cool.
No,
Yeah,
but you
you
can have
can't
like an
do-
option of you've got 6 choices to choose from.
Yeah.
You know, on a scale of
5 Dates, I think, has... I don't know how many choices they've got. But yeah, it just... Yeah. You know what I'm getting at. I'm getting the oddest ads. What ads are you getting, Clark?
So right now there is a Smith's potato ad going on.
Well, good. I
Where-
talk about
yeah.
potatoes all the time.
Potato chips are the best.
I decided
Or
because I'm
crisps.
hot. Because I'm hot, so I put on little
The
potatoes.
algorithm knows you. I think the algorithm knows all of us. Potatoes are God. They really are.
You're a muppet with a
Random
child face.
side fact. I don't know why I know this, but potatoes originated from South America.
Oh
You're
yes, I know who you are. I know you're talking about Callie. I got you.
Ah.
What's so many new outfits? I'm so excited. Sorry.
Anyway, so the flirting game, we'll put that aside for another day.
Mm.
We're going to finish this game tonight, and I think then we should wrap it. Like, I'm loving all of the new people.
How
being
long are
involved
we
in the
going to continue
conversation.
talking for? Because if we're
No,
going
no,
to
no.
continue talking
We're
for a
gonna-
little
we're gonna-
bit, then I want to change my outfit because funsies.
All right, well, how
It's
about
gonna be
you
longer than
change your
10
outfit,
minutes.
but then click buttons while I work through the game and give my critique.
I can definitely click while I'm getting
All right,
dressed and undressed.
so Camilla's, she sleeps in a very large, quite comfortable king-size canopy bed. Man, I don't want to have to wash the sheets for that. Could you imagine? Ah,
She paused.
She paused. Yeah, no, you go do your thing. I'll do this.
Dude, it's right next to me.
Yeah, but you're changing your outfit. You need to just concentrate on what you're doing so you can come back onto the screen quicker so we can all enjoy your new outfit. Come on, that's what I'm getting at.
I'm doing this cool one. Sorry, continue.
Okay. All right, so I'm assuming Camilla is the one who paused. Sorry, Kelly made a comment about the Smiths ad, so the potato chip people, the campaign. Do you remember the little tubby creature that they used? It looks like a Teletubby. It looks like a Teletubby without
No, he doesn't. He looks
the
like,
telly.
he looks like
He
a
does.
weird elf.
Gobbledock. Yes.
Gobbledock, that's who he is.
The Gobbledock. Yes. Oh my god, I'm such a fan. Do you think the Gobbledock has a fan page? We should find. I need to find the Gobbledock and see if they have a fan page.
Oh
But anyway,
God.
sorry. Again, so Camilla's paused. Yeah. So playing
Alright.
games with people who are neurodivergent and have ADHD. This is how long it takes. So when they do it together.
Yeah.
So she's paused.
20
The
minutes.
amusement's fading from her face with a very different emotion replacing it. What was that emotion, you ask? Cat, click.
Oh.
Don't leave me hanging. Click the mouse. Click it
Would you
again,
like to see
please.
it?
Use your
I
fingers.
did,
Do
I did.
something.
Dude, wait
Okay.
for it to catch up. Jesus. Dude, this is a full bodysuit.
You are.
I'm wearing right now. I'm a full body. I'm an alien. I hope it looks cute. It's right up my rectum.
Gobbledock. I
Oh
just
my
can't
god,
even-
no, it's not. It's not attached to my. It's not attached to the bottom. Sorry.
Such a strange. It's not a strange mascot. He's cute.
No.
Gobbledock. How is that strange? Come on, explain to me how the Gobbledock is strange.
Well,
I
he
feel
goes around
like-
stealing chips. He's a small alien character, and he's weird as fuck. He's like that character from, again, Paul Jennings, the one that like lives underneath the sink and like goes around running around and stuff like that. It's all fucking crazy. All right, let's see.
Oh, by the way, there was an
Hey.
Australian actor
Oh,
who plays
look
the
at that bad
Gobbledock
boy.
called Dave Gibson.
Oh shit.
How about that? How do you like that? Oh, you look like you could be part of the game with that outfit. Stand up, give us a show.
Oh no, I can't actually.
Show me the sparkles.
No, you might see my bum.
Hello, ladies.
So it's like a proper like.
It's lovely. Your bra, very lacy, beautifully
No, it's
presented.
like
Thank you very much.
I might end up with those like the other girls who just show their butts.
Tuck your tag in.
Oh, but you
There.
want to see?
The tag. Tuck your tag in. There. That's it.
Look.
Come on, girl. I'd get that for you if I was there, but lovely.
I'm like the other chicks. I'm like the other chicks on these shows on Twitch. They make all the money. I can just show my bottom. Show my bum.
Hello, nurse,
bum
says
boogie.
Kelly. Righto. Sparkles, I agree.
Okay,
Sparkles are the bomb.
It's cute.
Yes.
It's cute.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it.
All right, sorry.
That's okay. Do your thing. Look at you. You're smiling. You're so excited. It's like, look
It's
at what
so
I got. Look at what I'm
pretty.
wearing. Look at what I'm sharing. Ah.
It's so pretty. Cost me like $15. I was
Yeah, don't
touching
tell the
myself.
world how much it costs. Just wear it like it costs $1 million.
Sorry, I talked
No,
to
wear it
I,
like it's priceless.
I
Don't
just
tell
talk
us
to
how much it
everybody
costs you.
exactly like I talk to everybody who's my friend. You're all my friends. They all get to hear this nonsense.
What is
too.
it? Strangers are just friends you haven't made yet? In some situations.
Just friends you haven't met. And then I can do like a whole show about it if I have like a hat.
We do need to do a photo shoot for you. We discussed that. I have a couple of motorbikes. I need to organise to get those over to you, and we need to do that.
I
Or
did
we
a
could
really
just do
cute
a
photo shoot the
photo
other
shoot
day.
of you in your spa.
Yeah.
Stranger
boy.
danger. Stranger danger only works if Uber wasn't around. Like, has anybody seen the comedic parallel between a stand-up comedian did this, where they said, you know, what you told as a child, never get into a stranger's car. What do we do as an adult? We book a stranger to drive us home. Like, stranger danger has got a very warped definition. Our sense of, I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just, nah. Anyway, let's go back to the game.
Clark is like, she's showing off just as this is on the screen. The text is saying, would you like to see it? Yes, I would.
Good. That's what we like.
It's not comfortable because it's got the bits.
The sparkles would make it quite hot.
No, I've got very delicate skin. Like stabby. That's all right. It looks pretty, and that's what we go for nowadays.
Why do you keep pumping your boobs together? What's going on there?
To be honest, I've got it's itching right here.
Righto. Oh, honey, we need to do trials of these things before you do this. Just in the middle of a.
Yeah, it's like sticking like these little they've got the what do they call sequins? One of the sequins is like right where one of my
Touching your
thighs
skin.
is. And it's like, get out of the way. I'll sit there like this.
That sequin thing would look great over a body stocking, a body hose thing. What are those things called?
I don't know, I'm not a doctor.
Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like those hosiery things that you wear that you put on your top half, and then you put that over the top, so you could like literally. I'll figure it out and I'll tell you later. It's fine.
That is cute, isn't it? It's nice. It's cute. It was just like one of the random ones I bought, and I thought it was really cool.
All right, come on, lady.
Yes. Oh, you should, darling. Buy one, wear it, send photos.
Constantly wear. I saw this most amazing. Oh,
Send pictures.
I was shopping for a wedding recently, and I saw the most amazing sequined jacket.
I'm
It
angry
was
at you
gold
about that, by the way.
sequins. Sorry,
I'm angry at you about that.
what? That
You were meant to send me photos of what you were trying on. You were meant to send me, like, so I can live vicariously through you.
No, you don't need to see me in all of my bleep, 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 bleep,
Everybody?
bleep, bleep, bleepness.
Make sure you message to say how much I did need to see that, please.
Jeez. Are you going to put a poll up saying Nova needs to send photos of the outfits that she tried on before she decided on what she was going to wear to the wedding? Do you know what? I wear almost the same thing.
I am legitimately going to make a photo of
Funny
that.
story.
I'll make a video
I
of
walked
it.
into the wedding and one of the guests asked me.
Hallie says yes. Clark says you can't. You can see the sadness in my eyes.
Oh,
so
listen,
it's done.
actually, funny thing happened. So I went shopping. I bought a black jacket, tailored jacket, and I bought black tailored pants and a black blouse thing. And then I bought myself I bought the longest possible silver chain I could get. Quickly Googles how to start a poll. Callie, sit down. And so as I'm walking into the wedding, one of the other guests says to me, "Are you the celebrant?"
I was going to become a celebrant. I think I might still do that, actually.
I said no.
I might do that tomorrow.
Why do you say that? And he says to me, well, because I used to be a celebrant, and this was a very backhanded compliment. He said to me, I used to be a celebrant, and I would always turn up in a nondescript black suit. And I went, I'm not here to marry them, no. So, yes. My brother-in-law then took it further and said, you couldn't be the celebrant. You're cranky. She's actually in a good mood.
I don't know.
Yeah,
because I was going to get, once upon a time I was going to get married, and my celebrant, when I first met them, she's a bit of a cranky bitch, to be honest. No idea what her name is, no idea. This is a million years ago, back before the dinosaurs, but no. I want someone fun. I should become a celebrant. That'd be fun. You should become a celebrant too. We should both become celebrants.
We could do a duo package.
Oh, could anyone
Could you
deal
imagine?
with it?
So one of us is coaching the bride, the other is coaching. No, let me rephrase that. One of us is supporting one party of the marriage. The other one supports the other party of the marriage. So the wedding that I went to, it was like they hadn't rehearsed anything. The celebrant was actually giving them. She was orally feeding them what they had to say, rather than giving them a little card so they could make eye contact with each other.
Sorry, she was
like, this is the. So she was telling them verbally what they had to say to each other, and rather than look orally feeding them the cues. Yeah, I know you'd enjoy that. So she was orally feeding them the cues. So instead of them making eye contact with the one that they're marrying, they were looking at the celebrant. And I was like, how? No. This is not about the celebrant.
No.
I don't think she did a good job.
No,
sorry.
Well, you message it, like, you book it in like a million years in advance. Like, that was one of the first things.
Shouldn't you also spend time? Like, shouldn't be part of the package like the celebrant that you rehearse and you practice and you have,
100%.
The celebrant then gets, I'll have your speech. If you need to, I'll have your cue cards printed up. So if you get nervous, I can give them to you and you can just read them out and make eye contact with your betrothed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how hard is it?
Because I didn't do that with mine. But then again, I was pretty close to. I'm trying to remember. I was pretty close to my actual wedding when I called it off, and I think I'd only spoken to her once.
But did you, like, when you chose that person, did they explain to you what they would do and how they'd help you and support you, as well as their legal function and obligation?
Not really. Not really. I think that, like, as far as I can remember, it was more of a case. So I wanted a celebrant. He was very religious. So he wanted, you know, we had to speak to a priest and stuff like that. Even though I grew up in a religious. If anyone doesn't know, I grew up religiously, but I'm not religious. I'm more
Hang
open
on,
spiritual.
Kat, are you non-religious or not practicing? Because they're two different things.
I am. I will say spiritual, open-minded.
Right. So you're not religious, but you are spiritual.
I've read every. Well, no, I've read the majority of Bibles. I've looked through all different types of works. I've studied all different types, going from, you know, the Quran, satanic. I've looked through all different bits and pieces because I figured if I was shoved into one, I may as well get an idea of all of them. They all kind of have the same basic stuff, and then they kind of like go off to little tangents. And that's fair enough. You know, you go off on your tangents. I mostly focus on the original stuff, so I don't think I'm religious per se, as in I do not have a religion. I think that maybe there's more out there because I don't know that there's not. And
oh my God,
that kind of thing. Like I don't believe, like, if there is that many people that think that it is true, it's possible. I've never seen any proof that it's not. I've not seen any proof that it is.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Either way, they had a really good marketer. They did some really great selling of those stories. My goodness gracious. Nowadays, they probably would have found something like Harry Potter and sold that.
Well, to be fair, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter are religions unto themselves.
I know.
Did you know in one of the last, in the Australian census, how many people put down Jedi as their religion?
Lots. Oh, 100%.
So many. You know what? Next time I'm doing that too.
More of a joke than anything. It will happen.
It was a supportive comment.
Doctor Who was amazing. Yes, of course, yes. I would imagine. No less. So this is what we do. We just sit here and we chat and we just go
we
for
talk
gold.
about
We enjoy
life
ourselves.
Things.
We pretend to do other things.
Oh yeah.
Bless us.
Well, you know, the intellectual. Oh, speaking of which, so earlier I wanted to ask you. Here we go. Sorry. We really do need to just reframe this whole thing as being neurodivergence, ADHD, cat ladies playing.
I was going to make myself much bigger to make everyone just feel like really weird staring at me. Give me a second.
What, you?
Meh.
What?
Make myself bigger.
You? Oh.
Look at that.
Wow. See, I can really see the detail in your outfit now. Thank you very much. By the way, I love that colour of jade.
Isn't it beautiful? It's so lovely.
It is.
But like it does like this.
Yeah.
Goes all the way. I'm not going any higher than that. But it goes all the way up, like up the
your wazoo.
Yes, up my wazoo.
Pure wazoo. At least it's not your caboose.
But I have like a couple of these now, and they're so cute. The other one I have is like black. It's going to be, but it starts up there.
We will need to do some. We'll need to do some vlogs where you can stand and sit and share.
I can stand and sit. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to show my vagina.
No, I meant like as in we could do an outdoor one with look. I'm just talking about staging and lighting. I'm sure that we
doing
could do
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, let's play with it, darling. Play with it. Come on.
I'm not allowed to do that on this channel.
No. Oh no. I'll explain to you offline later. So I wanted to say to you that I did share this to you, but I have actually started reading a book on it's called Lovers in Auschwitz, a true story.
Yeah, no, you did talk to me about that, yes.
I did, yes. And of all places, for those of our newly adoring fans, we love you and appreciate you very much. Thank you very much for joining us.
Probably trying to talk so German.
Sorry. I bought it from...
We're not German peoples. We do not do that. None of that.
What's that? I was going for like pompous English rich woman. Obviously, I need to practice that.
Yeah.
No, so I bought it from Kmart, and I should be reading my textbooks, but I'm not. So
What are you
I would
studying
like
at the moment? You're doing the.
accounting.
No, you're still doing the counting stuff.
What do you mean still? Please don't come on, no, come on.
Oh no, I'm still doing the same bullshit too.
Okay.
I'm still doing accounting. I'm still doing fucking so much bullshit. I'm done. I think. I'm over it.
Well, so you and I, we can do. We should do this will be so hilarious. A body double vlog while studying. Could you imagine how hard people would laugh if they saw us doing that?
What's a body double like? What do we?
So
explain
it's an
to me- explain to me
ADHD
what you
thing
mean.
where you call. So body doubling is where you call someone, and you got to do something. You don't want to do it. So what you do is you call someone, and while you're doing the
And
thing,
not
you're talking to
sexually.
them. And sorry,
Not sexually.
no. It's an actual thing.
You're making me do something
so-
sexual.
No, not this time.
Only a joke, but get there eventually. It would land. Yeah.
I didn't want to join that conga line, but I did in the end. So body doubling is a
They all
process.
do.
It's a technique. Okay, let me finish my sentence before you distract me any further, please. So body doubling is a thing where, for example, I would call a friend and I say to them, I'm doing this thing and I really don't want to do it. And what they do is through talking to them about it, I actually achieve the thing, completing the task that I was so resistant to actually do. And so I don't know if you've ever had if you have a friend where you talk to them on the phone, for example, and you end up cleaning your room.
No.
Okay. Well, that's an example of body doubling. I have a friend who calls me every, I don't know, 6 months or so, and she'll be cleaning her kitchen and pantry out. And by the time we've had a 3-hour conversation, we've caught up on each other's lives, she's reorganized her house. That's body doubling.
I should definitely use you for that. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, that's right, for study. So we'll do, we can do that. So I will do my study and we can talk to each other about what's bothering us about, like, we don't want answers. We just somebody to be able to verbalize to.
no. Oh, shit,
And it
I think
keeps us focused and we actually achieve what we set out to do.
that's
Yeah,
done on Monday.
and now you turned me back on now, after all of that, gesticulating and fussing about. Stop biting your finger. That's just going to invite all sorts of comments.
I'm wearing literally glitter. You can see how terrible my skin is. I'm out. I'm just going to remove myself from this entire universe.
Mm-mm.
Fuck
Please don't.
everything. I'm dead. Look horrible.
Somebody votes to abandon the game this week. This is week 4 for the game. We're averaging 3 pages a stream. Yeah, but the rest of the stuff that we're doing is actually far more interesting. The game is the context.
Did you watch The Bunker or did you watch Icy Red? Or
Me? Or-
not you,
Okay.
the fans.
I
Okay.
did. Just got to put my
or
3 votes in.
The what's the other one called? I Saw Black Clouds.
Was it Dusk and Dawn or something?
No, I saw Black Clouds. Or I saw.
Oh, is that
she
what-
saw. Yeah, that was the really good one. The really good one. The one that was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
It broke my brain.
they look like real people just filmed doing
Yeah,
different
they are
outcomes.
real people. Like it's literally a
Oh,
movie.
is that how they made that?
Yeah, babe. It's
Oh my
literally a
Lord.
movie that they just like you get to make choices. on.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so cool. Do you know? I did not even okay. This is how inexperienced I am as a gamer, and
You
I
actually just
and I'm and I
watch
don't
one
even
of them.
use that as a term applied to me even loosely. Like it's not that word is attached to me by a piece of thread that's unraveling on one of my pant legs about 3 kilometers away. Like that's how like close I am to a gamer.
Can you
But
say
that's
that all
amazing.
one more time?
So the label of being a gamer is attached to a piece of loose thread on my pant leg that's dragged away by 3 kilometers away.
That's amazing.
Do you want to do it again? I don't want to do it again. Do you like the visual?
That
You're
should
welcome.
be good. I love the visual so much, and that should be enough for me to take that back.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
All right, cool.
record it.
But I'm already recording it. But that game's phenomenal. I just
It's so
so
good.
is that a way that like is that how people like actors get work in games? Like so I'm guessing. You know, so that's one long pant leg. It is, and I'm a very short person. It's the Unravel. Oh, I want to play the game Unraveled. Did I tell you I was neurodivergent? Mother, brother. So that game that you were playing where there's live action people. So is that like using real actors and stuff?
Correct.
Right. And so they just do the scenes with like 6 different versions, and then that's how they build the game.
Yeah.
Wow. That
That's
is
really
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the sort of game that you could. Oh my god! I'm gonna be
I've
obsessed now.
played them for
I'm never
ages.
gonna-
I love them.
I'm never going to work again. Why are you bringing me into this rabbit hole?
Because this is what we could do for a job, my love.
Oh, yes,
my God,
sir.
I've told you so many times.
Oh my gosh.
If you were closer, I would slap your head and give you a milkshake. Oh my God.
Can I have a thick shake instead? I really like the ice cream part of it.
Yeah, babe. I'll get you whatever.
Oh,
you want.
thank you.
Whatever you like.
Yeah.
You know I will.
I'll buy you an ice cream. I'll buy you a thick shake maker. We'll do that. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
that's
So mind blown.
good.
Mind blown.
Yeah,
Right?
so one of the
Thank
games,
you.
Yeah, one of the games
Thank you.
I was meant to be playing, which I'm meant to be playing
Yeah.
next because people voted on it.
Yeah.
I started trying it today. It's not the same. I thought it was one of them, but it's not the same. And I'm
Should we
not,
have a go at it together?
not
I-
super happy. We actually can because you can get the game on your phone or on something.
Oh, okay.
And be
Oh,
and like
tablet?
and then you can sit there and
Yes, wait.
and then you get the code and then you
Yeah.
can play it with me. Like you
Oh, so I can join
choose.
your
Yeah, you
adventure.
can play the same game and you can choose, and sometimes you can override it. You can like my
Oh.
choices and stuff like that. We can definitely do
Goodness
that.
me.
No problem.
Oh my god. Yes, let's do that.
Do you want to do
Oh
that
my
right
gosh.
now?
No, not right now, because we need to go to bed at some point. But that sounds amazing.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So it's called.
I'm excited.
The game is
Sorry.
called. Give me 1 second. It's called As Dusk Falls. That's the one that was
Oh, that's
voted.
the one I was thinking. Dust Till Dawn. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's not,
Okay.
but it's not like a movie one. It's more cartoony. So I started playing
Okay.
it today because last time
Yeah.
I did it, I was really annoyed and I didn't want to borrow it, and I stopped doing it like really, really quick in the thing, and then I
That's
did a
okay.
different one.
I'll just throw in the comedic element and make it like lighthearted for you. You're
was
angry
so
with
much
them. I agree with
fun.
them. Let's punch the game in the face. How do we do that? Can we do that? Can we not do that? Let's just do that.
You know I love to punch things in the face.
You do not. You are not violent.
No,
you
I'm
do
not.
not.
I like
Cat
to
ladies do not
pretend.
condone violence.
We don't. I love
No,
you,
but cat ladies do condone
we give everyone cups of
multitudes
teas and shit.
of pussy.
Oh, we
Sorry,
do.
I-
all the
We
pussy.
do. Well, I had to get that in there.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Oh, you
I
see,
know.
I made the
Thank you.
T-shirt of it. So
Did
cute.
you? Oh, okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna get excited about the t-shirts later.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap this game up, and then, oh my god, I'm
Do
so
you actually want
excited
to
about
finish
the
the game,
idea
or are
of
we just going
playing
to continue on?
this other one where I can actually learn shit about games and stuff. And I bought a tablet, and I am all ready to go. I am
Yeah,
up.
we can
I am
definitely
hot
play.
for this, babe. I am
Oh.
hot for this. Oh, my
just
gosh.
stop it. No, we're going to organise definitely with that question. So
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you need to do, but
Right.
we'll make sure that you're all organised beforehand. And anyone else
Yes.
who's watching, we're going to be playing. I literally just closed it. As Dusk Falls, I believe
Yes.
there is only like 4 or something people that can join the same game, and then
Sure.
you can do stuff.
Cool.
And we'll go from there. Like whoever wants to join, let's go. I'm Kenzie Cat 669 as per usual, I believe. If not, you'll find out at the beginning of the game. You can go fuck yourself if otherwise. No problem.
You can
Oh,
join our love fest
sorry,
and
my
misadventures
arm's
in
so
the gaming
fucked
realm.
My arm is so fucked. Oh.
So
So I was playing a game today called The Bunker.
Yeah.
Did part
Yeah.
2. And there was
Yes.
this bit that I had to like press. You have to sit there and double click your mouse, right? And my hand, of course, RSI. I can double click my mouse with this one. But like I just couldn't do click. And my
doesn't the
elbow went
spacebar
far.
also work as a double click?
Nah.
Can't you?
No,
Oh.
I wouldn't. Like, I checked all the buttons and everything. So I ended up showing the last bit of the game just on
Yeah.
YouTube. I ended up finding some YouTube videos and just going, yeah, they're done by this person. And, like, it was only, like, 2 minutes, I think. But I just couldn't, like, I was in so much pain and I'm still in so much pain. It's just
Well, can I just
not
tell you
fun.
that during our verbal escapades this evening, I've had to
Yeah,
take a
no,
muscle relaxant.
it was FMV. It was like right at the very end. It was one of the first ones they did, called The
Yeah.
Bunker.
Mm.
No, it's not. It's not encouraging, and it also doesn't have the option to turn that off. So I'm talking to Clark as well. So this one here, the one that we're going to be playing, it has the option to turn that off. So of course I've turned it off because then I don't have to fuck around. But this
Yes.
one is one of the first ones from, I think it was like 2000 and, I don't know, let me have a look.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, it was way back in the day, the bunker. If you guys are on if you guys are on
Actually-
Steam, I'm on Steam, exactly the same name as I've got now.
Ooh.
2016 it was done. Yeah, I did not give it a positive review because it was boring as fuck and it hurt my arm.
The bunker.
Yeah, it was boring, and I thought like after you did it, so it actually took us,
Full motion video.
it took us about
Good job,
4
Kelly.
hours.
Yeah. By the way,
yeah, no, it
while
did
you were
have live
speaking,
video, babe. It did have live video,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. while you were talking about all that sort of stuff, I swear to you,
Mm.
do you know how you get like those full spine chills?
Yeah.
Oh, that happened. I almost jumped out of my chair. But I was actually going to suggest something that's game related.
Mm.
You and I want to build a game ourselves, right?
Yes, and we're going to. It's going to happen. No
Yes.
question.
So I was wondering
No question,
if we could
bitches.
ask everybody who's engaging with the Cat Lady Conversations
Oh.
if they'd like to, if they'd be happy to provide us with feedback.
Ooh.
You know, we could build a certain point, go, hey, this is what we're thinking. What do you guys? What's your input? And have like a collaborative community
That
that
sounds
gives us
amazing.
input. You know, and sometimes we will take the suggestions, and other times we may sidestep them. But having like a broader concept, having more points of view.
And more storylines.
offerings.
People can get like
Yeah.
go. Oh, actually, this would be really good. Well, how about we
Yeah.
do it on obviously the live stream and there
Yeah.
on YouTube. So comment on there, and also on our Facebook page. So our Facebook page is called the Cat Lady Conversations. Nice, easy to find. There's just a picture of 2 roses. That would be amazing. Chat about that. That'd
I
be
feel
so
like-
good.
I feel like our handle should be our first game, Cat Lady Conversations.
Yeah, 100%. So it should be about initially a cat lady, not a cat lady, not a lady who's a cat.
Oh, really? Why? Why not? That would be awesome. A lady who's a cat.
If you want a
Having
lady that's a
conversations.
cat, baby, we can do that. Whatever you want.
That
my
would be
darling.
cool. But you
I
know
would
what I mean?
do
Like we should
anything for you.
right back at you, babes.
I know.
But
But,
you see
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I think let's go with our handle and here we go. We're back to the gobble
TikTok
talk.
ad. No TikTok.
Yeah.
No, like I am on TikTok. I'm on everything, but it's always Kenzie Cat 669, but we do
I
have
don't-
the
I
Cat
don't
Lady
like
Conversations
TikTok.
and Mistress in the Darkness, 2 different blogs. So, but they all stream off the same thing. So if you just look at Kenzie Cat 669, that will lead you to everything else.
You will find us. So it'll probably end up being a visual journal,
Yeah.
right? Right.
Have you ever
I've
played
got
a
some-
visual novel before?
Well, this wasn't the vampire lesbian night thingy. The one. Sorry, that one on the screen, wasn't that a visual novel?
Yeah, look a bit. But
not really.
I have homework for you.
Oh. Let me put my wine down and make some notes. Go on then. What's my
You
homework?
might have to play it with me because I don't know if there's any free ones out there. So
Okay.
we might have to do this on another day.
Okay.
Let's. What should I do? What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon like Pigeon Love or and you still
How are you going to pop my visual novel cherry?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I have a lot of them, and a lot of them are really, really good.
Okay.
Because they're beautiful and they're really well done.
See, now you're speaking to my heartist art. Oh,
So the question is, are we going to do something where you date a pigeon, or are we going to
Date?
do? You heard me. You
Yes.
date a pigeon.
sorry,
Or-
DATE or
Correct.
BAITE?
No, D-A-T-E.
no, E. Oh, date a pigeon.
What kind of visual novel do you guys reckon for the first one? Like, I have a lot of them. So I've got the dating pigeons. I've got a lot of the other bits and pieces. I've got the horror ones, but we don't want to go too much into horror. So
No,
we
'cause
don't
I'm a
want to
scaredy
do
cat.
that.
That could be my character.
So
Scaredy
we
cat.
don't want to do the free one that Everyone's, the one we're talking about. Date, yeah. I've got plenty. I'm just trying to find them at the moment.
Kat, what's your favourite?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Oh, how about this? How about you find your top 6 and ask everybody to vote on that, and that's how you will introduce me to the world.
I'm trying to I'm just trying to find some. I've got like thousands of games, and that it's not exactly easy to make it do what I want. Stop being a butthead, please. Stop being a butthead for a moment. Okay, let's go.
God, what's that voice from?
Please. Oh, I don't know.
That's from like a movie or a TV series.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a voice.
It is a thing.
It's a voice that they do, and he's very upset about it. Oh my god.
It's from Ab Fab. It's Patsy.
Oh, might be. But I've never watched Ab Fab.
Oh, darling. Oh, I'm so upset. Oh my gosh, darling.
I was thinking
darling. Get into the taxi. We're going to have bubbles, darling. We're going to have champagne. We're going to your. Oh, it's just so upsetting. Like that's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Ab Fab, Patsy.
I think mine was from a TV show where there are puppets, and she goes into the cupboard in the kitchen, and she goes to another world, and she's like the savior. Let's just go through a couple of them. Let's go. Okay, we've got Always Remember Me, Cinderella Phenomenon.
Say that again.
Cinderella Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Okay.
Phenomenon. Do.
You did it.
We'll go Hatful Boyfriend.
No.
Well, that's about pigeons. Okay. You don't want that one?
All right.
You don't have to have it.
Well, you know what? I don't have to be.
Oh, that's the other one. I've got so many. The witch one. Magic one. Magic. You know, Long Live the Queen.
That sounds good. What's that about?
You're a child and you're meant to become the queen. And
fairy tale? Is that a fairy tale?
Kind of. Like you can die in these ones. Like you make decisions, you get, There's another one called. I need to just make sure they're not too adult. What am I thinking of? Cinders. Get rid of Cinderella Phenomenon. Put on Cinders instead.
We've got whatever is most Muppet orientated. I am 100% behind that comment and behind the intent. And
I reckon probably Hatful Boyfriend. You date pigeons. I mean, that's probably the most Muppet thing. It's not. It's visual novels. It's not movies. Okay. It's visual novels. You absolutely.
All right, let me date a pigeon. Fine.
You got to date the right pigeon though. Oh, there's so many pigeons to date you. By the end of it, like I sat there, my sister and I played all of them.
I can have a multitude of pussy. This is getting so fucking weird.
We sat there and we were like playing, and we had like dated all the pigeons, and we were like, "Oh, this is the best pigeon." And we're sitting there going, "What the fuck has our life become? What have we been doing?"
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. What has my life come to that I'm considering dating a pigeon?
And I don't think all of my visual novels have gone into the visual novel category.
Oh. There is not a Muppet visual novel. You are absolutely right, Kelly, that there is not. But there is the Happy Time Murders, and I kid you not that when the Muppet was in the back of an ambulance, the Muppet tells Melissa McCarthy to find a cloth with chloroform on it and say to the ambulance driver, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?" and then knock him out.
That actually happened. They actually introduced the chloroform.
I watched it in the cinemas, and I went with a friend, and we sat there and we laughed because she was in her mid-30s and I was in my early 40s, which is not that long ago, to be honest.
Stop it!
Not quite. No, stop it. Anyway, so we're sitting there and we actually laughed our guts out while everyone else in the cinema's like, "That's not funny." And I'm like, you gotta fucking understand the context, the pre-context to the context. Like, come on, man. Just Anyway, but yes, that actually happened. It was the best. I laughed so hard. Happy Time Murders got the worst review, and it's also yep. And I love the Muppets. So the Muppets are I love Muppets. You've now started so I was obsessed with The Dark Crystal, the original movie, as a child. There
Yes.
was a movie book in my library as a kid, and I would book it out back to back. So much so that the librarian said that I had to stop taking it out so other
I
kids
love Muppet Treasure Island.
could loan it, right? So Jim Henson in The Dark Crystal, and I love the revival in the prequel series, and I just can't get enough. Oh, don't get me started on Fraggle Rock. Oh, you have just, you have started a torrent.
What's Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock? Oh, I have it on DVD. I've got it. Fraggle Rock is about these little creatures with wavy hair. They're the predecessors of Sesame Street. So Jim Henson went from The Dark Crystal
I was
to
told Sesame
Fraggle
Street
Rock.
was like evil, so
Sorry?
Sesame
Say again?
Street's evil.
It's not. So The Dark Crystal preceded the Muppet Show. The Muppet Show preceded Fraggle Rock, and Fraggle Rock preceded Sesame Street. Right? So, and also Jim Henson, I'm pretty sure, had some influence on the people who designed the puppets for the 70s Star Wars movies. Oh, I'm on a rant. Stop me.
No. Nobody stop her. Let her go. Let her go.
The Dark Crystal, I love the story of this, like, the duality of the good and the bad and the influence on the
I
core
love
elements
Dark
of the
Crystal. It's
earth.
beautiful.
Oh, my God.
It is so
I was
religious.
So beautiful. Oh, I don't think it was real. I thought it was
It's
spiritual. It was
so
meant to be.
religious.
Really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
get that from it. I thought it was about the whole, the yin and yang of the earth, the balance of the earth.
Yeah, but
I
at the
didn't
end of the
think it was
day,
religious.
when I would when I was a little kid, everything
Yeah.
could be religious. Do you know what I mean? Like you
Okay.
could go to
All right.
McDonald's and it'll be like,
Right.
"This is religious because of." No, I
Oh.
totally agree with what you're saying. That it's about the
Okay.
duality of man, 100%
Yes.
down. But I was
Okay.
taught that it was religious and it was
Mm.
negative because of I don't know. You didn't fuck kids. I don't know.
So
Sorry.
just
Sorry,
okay.
guys,
So
I
one,
was-
okay, that's all right. It's okay. I'm not. It's you can't ruin this for me.
I bloody
The
can if I try.
You can't. That's not a challenge. And if it were, you wouldn't be able to. I swear to you. So one of my favourite things in
That's
The Dark Crystal was where the Skeksis who'd been banished tries to make friends with the Gelfling.
That is so
Friend.
lovely.
Friend. And I was like, no friend. So yeah, that scene where
I
people try to
loved
make
it.
friends with you that aren't supposed to be friends with you, I always think of that. That's what my brain somehow I feel like there is hardwiring that the point of reference in my childhood that explained to me what was not safe was that fucking Skeksis telling me you should not be friends with those people.
I
If
love
they
that.
want to
That
be
is
your
so cute.
friend, you don't go near them. Like,
If
oh
someone
my
said
God.
friend to me, I'd be like, "Are you okay? Do you need a towel? Like, what's going on?
No.
What's going on
Oh my
with
God.
you?"
So yeah. Anyway, so I love the Muppets and I love the Dark Crystal. It is one of my
Muppet
I-
Treasure Island was an amazing game to buy. It was the first game we
Treasure
got.
Island.
Yep. Okay, so the first time we got a computer, like a normal computer. So we used to have like really, really shitty ones that
Yeah.
we had back in the day. My dad was into them. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. First time we got an actual computer that like
Yeah.
did games and stuff. Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh,
And it
no,
was the
sorry.
best.
Dark Crystal first, Labyrinth second.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh sorry. Is it?
Dark Crystal
Oh yeah, no,
precedes
no.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is my Sorry, no. I'm 100%
What,
down.
babe?
Labyrinth is mine.
Yeah, you can have it.
Everything I've
I hadn't
done,
actually
I've
seen the
done
Labyrinth
for
until my
you.
early 20s. I didn't know about the Labyrinth until my early 20s. And so
Yeah.
when I heard about it, I was like, what is this? I don't know about this. Like I know about like the Muppets and I know about the Dark
Because
Crystal.
you know,
'cause
it
was
came
out.
from a book, though. It came from a book and from a
Oh,
game
didn't
pad.
know that.
Yeah, the whole thing was
Oh.
pretty fucking insane. And then they, like, it was beautiful to me because it was literally a person.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. Well, somebody's just voted that because David Bowie wasn't in skin-tight pants in the Dark Crystal loses out. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Sorry again. The Dark Crystal does not lose out. Everybody can
I'm
go
the boss
dance
here,
over
so,
there. No,
yes.
No, you are not.
It's my channel.
You're not the boss of me. Dark Crystal wins. I am not sorry. The Dark Crystal rules. Thank you
my
very
channel.
much.
And I can
It
do a
was the
video about it
first
later, and she
full
can't.
feature movie of puppets, and it's super don't even get me started
They're
on
called
Super
Muppets.
Marionation. They're called the Muppets, but then the predecessors to the Muppets was fucking, oh god, what are they called? The Super Marionation people, where they were like making puppets, and Miss Penelope. Oh, help me, brain! Come on, find the answer. You know what you're talking about. Come on, where is it? Thunderbirds.
My dad used to be obsessed
Thunderbirds
with them.
predates. Yes, they, the world-saving, crime-fighting peeps. Thunderbirds, right? Yes. See?
Yeah, so then
Don't-
Team America.
They are not. Don't. You're antagonizing me right now.
Fuck
I feel like
you.
you're antagonizing me right now. You just want to get a rise out of me, and it's fucking working. Did you just go fishing and caught yourself a great white shark called Nova? Is that a maybe face? I feel like that's a maybe face.
I don't know. I got really turned on. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. It's just words.
Oh god, I love animation. I love puppetry. I think that there's some of the. Oh my god! Speaking of which, Guillermo del Toro, he made Pinocchio.
I know.
As a stop motion puppet movie. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
I have not watched the Pinocchio. I love Guillermo.
It is
I love him,
magnificent.
but I haven't seen it.
Oh, do you know Kate Blanchett said to him that she would do any role in that movie, so she played the bloody monkey. She did the Kate Blanchett, an Academy Award-winning actress.
Have you seen the movies, like the things that Kate Blanchett has done?
She's amazing, Carol.
No. What she does is she gets into these movies that she thinks are amazing, and she does the teeniest, tiniest part, because then they'll say, "Oh, Kate Blanchett is in it," and then she doesn't take up roles from actors that are new. She does it so much. She does it like it's actually a proper thing. Like she did it in Hook. Like when she was.
So you know why she does that?
Yeah, because she's going, "This is my name. I'm giving my name, which means you're going to give me money."
No. So the reason why Kate Blanchett does that sort of thing is because she and her husband actually run the Sydney Theatre Company.
Mm-hmm.
So she will take roles that pay her money because she gets a byline in them, and she'll take the money from her earnings and funnel them into the Sydney Theatre Company.
Oh, I knew she did that.
Productions.
Yeah, I knew she did that.
Sorry?
But also, I knew she did that, but also she, like, because her name's in a movie, people are more likely to donate, more likely to do that stuff, which means even if she's like a teeny tiny part.
Are you saying as an artist that she shouldn't use
No.
system?
I'm saying it's exactly right. I love it.
Right.
I love it. Like, I actually so I used to do a number of events, right? I used to do events in Sydney and stuff like that. So I did one that was for, like, I think it was Twilight or something, and Robert, whatever his fucking name was there, and there was a whole part of stuff in the middle of Sydney, right? Yeah. The streets were closed off. I was working in a portion of it, and I met Kate Blanchett, Hugh Jackman, because they were doing a live show somewhere else, and because the cars were going to go from there because they closed off the streets. Do you know what I mean? So they closed off the streets that way, and it was a couple of hours later. So I ended up just randomly meeting these people, me sitting there fucking freaking out going, we ended up talking about similar things like that. And it's exactly right. Like, I think it's beautiful. She puts her name on something. They get money. She gets money. Yeah. She has to be in it for 2 seconds, and she's not taking up the space of new actors. Like, do you know what Hugh Jackman did? So he was running a I don't know what live show it was.
Was it the Boy from Oz?
It
where
might have been. It might have been. And he took it to America, and he said to them, "Look, I will front a bit of it, and I will be a part of it, but you need to sort out the rest of it." So he put in a portion, like a tin-ton portion. He was in it for a portion of it, and he got it all over the fucking world, because that's what Australian actors should do.
No, the Boy from Oz is where he played
then it's
an
not
Australian.
Yeah, it's not that one. No, he did it for one. He wasn't that long ago, so it wasn't Boy from Oz, because Boy from Oz was like back in the.
That was a phenomenon. That's like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So
this
I
is
just wanted
this
to
is
say to
quite
you,
more
just by the way, you and I have met an actor, a young Australian actor, who acted in a play called Hard On in Canberra that I did the photographs for at a pub, at a bar. It was presented over 3 nights. You've met the actor. I photographed them. He then went on to act with Kate Blanchett in the Sydney Theatre Company. How cool is that?
I also met the chick who went on to do the Alice in Wonderland one. That chick, the Australian chick, the Canberran chick.
Oh, yeah.
Met her.
I'm not claiming my 15 seconds of fame,
No,
but
no,
I'm just
no,
saying.
no, I'm just saying.
So
I'm trying to remember
there
who
was a
that
young
dude is, though.
actor who, so you know, the way that Kate Blanchett like operates her business and operates funding theatre actually supports people like this young guy who was doing an independent play called Hard On with a limited run in Canberra.
That's exactly.
And then he went into,
I don't know, but it was one of those ones that he sat there and he went, you know, I'm going to be a part of it, but you need to sort it out overseas. Like it was a tiny one from Australia that no one else would know, that he saw and went, that's fucking amazing. And that's how Australians do. You know, we take care of our own, we get it done, we go, you look, we're teeny tiny.
It tends to be how a lot of Australian actors get their stuff. I mean, either they're on Home and Away or Neighbours, and you tend to find Home and Away launches a lot of actors' careers in the US, while Neighbours launches a lot of actors' careers in the UK, because there's very different demographics that are attracted to each of those different types of shows.
I still dance with Ryan Quanten.
Chris Hemsworth and Liam both started in
Home and Away.
Home and Away.
Yeah.
Yes, Home and Away. So how did we end up on this? Anyway, we started off with fucking Muppets Winter with Kate Blanchett.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Again, I danced with Ryan Quanten.
I don't know who that is. I'll have to Google them later. Ching. Anyway, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and he's beautiful, and I love him, and he was so sweet. The way I danced with him, I will tell everybody. I was at a camp for poor kids, and we went to Sydney for don't know what the fuck they call it nowadays. And he was there, and he was in Home and Away. I didn't watch Home and Away because I was too busy smoking cones and doing weird shit.
Being an adult.
Hey, friends, if you guys see me, look at me differently. I don't smoke cones. Stephanie, I'm looking at you. Yeah, but yeah, he chose to dance with me. And he was this tall dude. I was super short because I didn't grow. I actually didn't grow boobs until I was about 16, 17. Yeah, so, but yeah, Ryan Quanten, he's in True Blood.
Which one is he in True Blood?
Suki's brother.
Oh, the blonde. Is he Suki's brother?
Uh-huh. Yep.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God! Can I say to you, I
have a photo of him and me, him cuddling me, like.
Wow.
Teeny tiny person.
By the way, the actor that played Lafayette, my absolute favourite.
Oh, I'm so sorry that he's
Oh my
passed.
God, I loved. I didn't know he had struggled so hard with so many things, but I thought of him. He had so much great potential. He was so fluid in his acting.
Oh, he's beautiful.
And then to be I just thought, wow, just too soon.
100%.
Such a loss.
He's so wonderful. Through the entire thing, he's so beautiful. I love him.
But he's so versatile.
Much.
He moves so effortlessly between the different spheres that he represents. Road plant workers. I can't even. I just can't. Him and the folk. This is going to be like the type of music is an oxymoron. But Avicii did. Folk techno dance, folk house music. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know this one, but Avicii was found he was a DJ / producer. Died way too young. He's
I knew about him.
You know who? Yeah. I still listen to his music. I love it because
I was
it just
never
has
into him.
Oh.
I was at one of the last shows that he did.
I'll share you some of the songs that just resonate with me, and I think you'll appreciate where that's coming from.
They're talking about a whole pile of other stuff in the chat about Guardians of the Galaxy and Borderlands, and I have no fucking clue, guys, what you guys talking about.
They're in their own world, and so are we.
100% down. I see you in the bathroom. Are you guys okay if I just you can chat by yourself? Do you need me to put something on for you?
No, I can have a look through some of the comments and
yes,
figure that. And
all right. I think so. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
BRB.
BRB, bitches.
BRB. Here we go. What have we got? Careful, Thunderbirds. As much as you want, I'm still thinking of David Bowie bulge. Oh wow, David Bowie's bulge. I was not even thinking about that. Nope. That does not explain anything about who I am. Yes, Guillermo del Toro's movie about Pinocchio. Also, he did the making of. That's also worth watching. It is phenomenal. The steps that they take. It's a stop motion, I believe. Something that I love. Just pure artistry. Like, cannot even. I cannot articulate it right now. It's just, oh my goodness. And I feel like we lose out on a lot of these sorts of things where people are just so CG orientated. It'd be so great if we could have more people who are supporting different kinds of art forms. We've got a subscriber. Yo, awesome. Very, very happy about that. Thank you very much. Kat will be most happy. Eli Roth needs to show he can make an actual good movie. I don't know who Eli Roth is, but I will look into that, and we can go from there. Yeah, totes. So, yeah. Does he, though? Oh, Kelly, stop poking the bear. Stop poking the bear. By the way, just to give you guys a bit of context and background, we started playing Lesbian Vampire Night because Kat and myself had decided that we wanted to talk about games that sort of focused on a particular niche clientele or a niche market, niche focus group, so the niche group, whatever you want to call it. And so I did a bit of a Google search, as, you know, default is these days. You go to Google, like most other search engines. And I landed on this one. And I didn't actually do any more, like I'd read a few reviews and they're all glowing. So I assumed that they were good. I could not have been more wrong. To be fair though, the graphics and like the animation / comic style of it is actually quite good. I do enjoy the limited palette they've employed. The voices, something else though. I don't know that I would have necessarily used the voice talent that was employed for this game, but I think that they were trying to find a target group in the States or Canada, that sort of United States of America, the American audience, because that's where they get the most uptake to play this game. That's my thinking. So, all in all though, it's actually quite a disappointing ending. It doesn't promise anything vaguely like what
ending.
No,
Spoilers.
but I have. I got there ahead of you. Haha.
Yeah,
I told you, I downloaded it on my tablet and I played through it in like so many, like, but I only did one playthrough.
Before I do.
No, but I. Come one, come all.
I'm trying to come at least once, thank you very much. Me.
I did a walkthrough and I did one ending, which was using the version of like using the narrative that we'd already employed, and I was like, this can't be it, but I'm afraid that perhaps it is. So
the nonsense that we already said.
Yeah, I don't actually know that it's worth finishing, to be honest. It's very slow moving. Honestly, I feel like the guys who are making this game got to this point in time.
I can literally just press buttons though.
Sorry?
I can press buttons.
Maybe.
You're pressing buttons. Okay,
look,
Go
I can press
get
it.
us drinks. Or,
yeah, Mina
Fuck is
Harker,
talking like that?
potentially. Yeah. So the ending is actually a non-event.
Oh, nothing
I
happens.
don't drink.
No.
Let me get you something.
No, I feel like that the guys who'd engaged in this
What
project
will you have?
then found stuff that was better. Like they had other things, they had better things to do, and then went, "We need to wrap this up.
Oh,
how do we
fuck
close this project off?"
They'll just say goodbye.
And somebody went, "I know. Let's turn it into a dreamscape/fantasyscape."
Oh, what?
Yeah,
We're getting a version. No, we're going to Bloody Mary.
That's the bar's signature.
yeah.
I'm
Don't
just going
worry.
to do my bit.
Okay, I'll just follow you then.
Yeah, that's basically what you do anyway, my love.
Who are you calling?
Who am I calling your love?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, good.
You're my
Good.
love.
Better be.
You're my love.
Better
Yes.
be.
I promise
Better
it, Lizzie. I promise. I promise I didn't talk to anyone else. I promise.
I'm not like that at all. Come on. Oh, by the way, my multitude of pussy is very silent this evening, but my canine quartet is definitely engaging in some vocal objections this evening.
Alright, let's do this shit. Let's fuck this
Let's
puppy.
do this shit. Hang on, we've got an ad break. So currently, the Suicide Squad game, I still want to play that. I have a PlayStation. Here
I
we go.
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it, an ad for it even.
Ah,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's because you're the boss. You run things. You don't get to see the ads. I get to see the ads because I'm a participant.
I see one.
All right, come on, let's go. So we've got Mina.
It's just the. Sorry.
Mm.
Sorry,
you
I'm
do your
talking
thing.
about what I want to do.
Oh, well, you can share that with me later. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed at reasonable hour. What?
Only the best, especially for you.
One drink coming right
drink.
up.
I wouldn't say that. One drink coming right up. She left the booth and headed towards the bar. The crowd parted for her without any effort on her part. Well, there's no one there, so yay. I used her absence as a chance to take a breath and to get my thoughts in order. I was on a date with a vampire. Oh!
Really? No. Did you just play that sound effect on purpose?
I didn't know what button I did.
That was fucking brilliant. It was like a Pac-Man.
Was it this one?
Just like a game over. Yeah, I know.
The button is called Mary. Legitimately, I'm not joking you. Can you say?
Is there a button called Jesus?
It says Mary.
Joseph?
Mary. No Jesus. There's one called 9277, one called Din, one called Gunshot, one called other things, but no Jesus.
It's actually called Other Things.
Yeah,
I'm buying that fucking keyboard,
It's called it's Elimination, Other Things, and Denoise.
I'm buying that I'm buying that keyboard, eh? I'm so doing it.
Oh, I don't know what I did then. No, I can't press those buttons. Those buttons don't do anything because it's not. You meant to plug it into the computer and shit like that, and I don't want to do that. It was a date, right? It was totally a date, right? When she got back, I needed to act like I wasn't a total loser. How does a human even try to impress a vampire? I'd probably go, see this? Blood, bitch.
You know what? She's a lesbian vampire. Just tell her to eat you. That'll do it. Nah,
You know
babes.
where the best
Just eat
vein
me.
is?
Eat me.
You know where the best
Eat me,
vein
eat
is
me,
on a
eat.
human, right?
Yeah, the arterial vein in the thigh.
Right up the puss. Okay.
Here you go.
Here you go.
So, puss, go 2 inches to the left or the right, and you are on the money. What is she saying now?
Sorry. She handed me my Bloody Mary.
Sorry. Were you just processing all of the visuals just then? I feel like that's what was
I was
happening.
having a bit of a moment. Yeah. She handed me
sorry.
my Bloody Mary and then sat back. She moved close to me.
Oh, that's
easier.
funny. I didn't realise the implications of Bloody
so-
Mary being handed, like she was being handed the drink, a Bloody Mary by a vampire. Oh my god. Okay, got it. Yep, cool. I'm not necessarily as clever as I sound sometimes. What? Don't give me that face.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me.
I sipped at it and watched her over the brim of the glass. It was a good it was a good Bloody Mary, I think. I couldn't properly taste it, and I was looking at Camilla. I'm not saying Camilla like that. It makes me sound like.
Carmilla.
It makes me. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do the tongue rolly thing. You know that. I feel like you're saying that because you want to be mean to me. Are you fighting me?
No. Nope.
Because I can't. Camilla. There you go. Is that sexy? Is that sexy,
Carmilla.
everybody? Is that sexy?
Yeah, that's how I have sex with everyone. I just repeat the word Carmilla. I sound like a car trying to get started. That's what I sound like when I'm having sex.
I don't, but I mean, each their own type of sex stuff. Then again, you know, you've dated chicks for a lot longer than I have, so. But yeah.
Hey.
She looked so comfortable and confident.
Shush now.
She smiled at me. She smiled so easily, so sophisticatedly. If anyone's in Canberra, yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Just saying, there's 2 single chicks in Canberra.
Don't give our locations away.
They already know we're in Canberra. We've talked about it a million times.
No, not a million. Let's just advertise our location. We'll give them GPS coordinates. That might make their lives easier. What do you say?
So add me on Siri, and I will make sure that you have exactly our coordinates. No problem at all. It'll be.
Pardon? How do you add somebody on Siri?
I don't know. You're a Muppet. You're a Muppet with a child's head.
I'm not a Muppet, but I love them, so I might as well be one. But yeah, okay.
Hey, Mello, my darling, how are you? Sorry, I've got like way too many screens up and shit. Where do I sign up for the OnlyFans after that accent? If it's mine, then you sign up for it at play-doh.com.au/OnlyFans.
You don't even know what you're talking about right now, do you?
I'm trying to make. I don't know. I don't have an OnlyFans. No one wants to see me naked. Not even people that get to see me naked.
There are no OnlyFans in this conglomerate. We will have none of that, thank you.
My exact longitude and latitude. My longitude is
lonely, and latitude is horizontal.
Aww.
But you know what I'm saying, though. No, it's all right. Never mind.
Humans are so cute.
Thanks.
Sorry.
What in the actual fuck? Thanks. Trying to get to know her. Tell him, I'm going to try to get to know her.
Been a vampire very long.
Oh, we're doing a shit job of it.
The game? Or getting to know the lesbian vampire?
Getting to know the lesbian vampire. Like, so you've been a vampire for long? How long have you been sucking blood?
This chick needs lessons in flirting. Like,
100%.
seriously.
I would have gotten banged like 3 years ago.
Look, this is the same chick that was telling me to go away at the beginning of the game. Like, we already established passive aggressive, sexually repressed. Like, come on.
She moved her arms like she was trying to fight a raccoon. Raccoon. Like, what the fuck?
She was showing a raccoon off her porch. I was like, what the fuck are you actually talking about?
Like,
who does that?
I thought it was Frankenstein, actually. Like, what the fuck is this? This is the worst ever.
Frankenstein.
Really? Did you ever see?
Alright, go on. What's next?
I literally want to just like.
No, I only ever got a few parts as.
I'm just gonna keep pressing the button.
Not even a speaking line.
Sure. Sorry.
Do you ever
Point
want
up a bit. I can see that you can see my bra at the top, but then again, the colours match, so we're fine.
So where are we up to?
I don't know. This bitch is being a bitch, and this other chick doesn't know how to date anybody. I don't even know how she ended up with this chick who doesn't have a
that's
belly
right, so-
button. Her belly button is literally in her forearms.
So
and her boobs are big,
the
but they're not
vampire
actually
talks about how
sticking.
she has to rotate through identities every 10 years or so.
Fair enough, yeah. That's the thing.
So that's what we're up to.
What is
Next.
that? That's the thing.
Because she's
Cool.
not aging. And it would look suspicious.
Stopped aging. Nobody fucking cares, man.
The
She can
belly
give
button
you a
is
sort of-
unnatural, right? It's ridiculous. Like, where is it? I have no clue. Do you
Oh,
have a
she's
belly
got no
button?
belly button.
But I was going to say.
Every now and then she has a belly button. Other times she doesn't.
I like to
Oh.
do
Sets Clark on fire. No burning Clark. Clark is our friend now. Callie, Clark is our friend now. You be nice to our friends now, please. Put the fire away.
Why do we need to set somebody on fire?
Tell me about
In the
how
chat.
you turn into a vampire.
Burn her because it's... no. It's okay. No need to burn.
Oh,
We're almost there, I promise you.
you keep saying that.
No, I don't. Keep clicking. You'll be fine.
The fuck? Do you hear the word no?
What?
I heard the no. Was that from the game or was that in my brain?
I'm not sure. Let's
I
say the
prefer
game.
people to be sure about those kind of things, but that's fine. Yeah, just it could be in your brain or it could be in the game. Thank you so much, Callie. Great. Thank you so much.
It happened in Hollywood. I knew someone who knew someone, and then I ended up at a party. One thing led to another.
And
Yeah, right.
and
I feel like this game was made when the L word was like... The original version of the L word was like a big thing.
I love that. I love that TV show. That was really good when it first came out.
Oh, God. Are you serious? It's so...
I was also like tiny. Remember how much younger I am than you?
Things.
So to me,
I-
it was not
Just
like it was basically 90210 but with lesbians.
No, yeah, the L word is 90210 for lesbians.
100%. That's exactly what
You
it
are
felt like.
so right.
It's so right.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it felt like.
No.
You are so right. That is exactly what it is. Oh my lord.
100% without question.
Without question.
Enough about me, darling.
Your Honor,
If you want to
I have-
fight me about it, you can.
I do not want to cross-examine this witness without question.
I'll move myself.
Anyway,
There isn't a lot to tell.
Oh my god.
Don't.
Okay, we're gonna get through this game. It's gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
yeah.
We're
No,
gonna do
seriously. Like, let's just click. She grinned, convinced that she was yada yada yada.
Ours
she
is
smelled
very
strawberries.
different than the L word, darling. Like very
Yeah,
different.
but like you can say, oh my god. Okay, so the L word, like they literally teased every fucking plot point out.
I love
Oh yeah, it was literally
Oh.
like it was literally exactly what I said. Like they sat there and they,
all the old
you know, it was like
Also,
any of those fucking games.
The main
sorry.
protagonist, that
Oh
fucking
shit, fuck.
who was that?
What have I done?
That started off, huh?
Sorry, just ignore me. Pay no
Oh.
attention to the man behind the curtain.
The,
Press the button.
All right, Wizard of Oz. Thank you very much. The chick who was the writer that had the affair.
doesn't.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
could they have cast anybody more annoying than her?
I don't think
Fuck
so.
me. Fuck me sideways with the fucking
I
chainsaw.
just
She
watched the
was the
Shining video.
worst goddamn choice.
Hey, guess
But I
what?
guess
You get your own thing there, because normally it's me saying that shit. I'm gonna get that one. Bam, bam, bam. That's you. Dun, dun, dun. She said, fuck me sideways with a chainsaw, and that's gonna be done. Booyah.
Oh. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. I will own that. I will own fuck me sideways with a chainsaw. She was so stoic and wooden.
Good too. Have you?
Oh, she
How
was
many
horrible.
lesbians do you?
I'm sorry.
How many I think they actually
I know a
ended
fair
the series.
few that are like that. Though.
No, that's no. Lesbians are not like that. They're super
Dan-
invested.
Darling,
Hmm?
not everyone, no. I know a fair few that are like that.
Really?
Yeah, they're just sitting at home in their little
God.
covels and doing what they do. Every now and then
Wow,
coming out if their partner wants them to. But most of the time it's like
Cool,
just
vampire powers do
they
you
don't
have?
hang out with people like us. They're still boring
I-
lesbians.
Memories.
I have not. I have.
I've met a
I
boring
have-
lesbian.
Wow.
I've met
No. I can't even articulate what I'm.
It was
No.
the worst weekend of my life.
The worst weekend of my life. Is that like me saying the usual
Oh,
Russian,
that's
the usual
wicked.
Russian mob? No, I can't imagine.
No, it's a story.
Oh. All right, we'll come back to the story
I'm
later.
not sharing it.
Oh,
I'm Jessica
Came with me.
Rabbiting. Oh my god, I'm Jessica Rabbiting. Look.
oh, is that why I end up calling the sex toy a rabbit?
Because of me.
No, because women rabbit on about stuff. Do you think that's why they did that?
No, it's because of the ears.
No, there was that too. Oh god, I can't get over her. It's part of the reason why everybody who was like, oh my god, I love, was it Shane and the diagram? You know, how many people has Shane slept with? That was like a
That's
cultural point of
ridiculous,
reference,
isn't it?
right? And then I was just like, I can't watch it. And then everyone's like, why? And I'm like, because the
Sorry, I'm
acting's
very
terrible.
serious.
And they're like, but it's a lesbian drama. I'm like, yeah, just because it's a lesbian drama doesn't mean I have to lower my standards for production quality.
I was willing to
They could have done so much better.
Yeah, no, it was terrible, and I was really angry at not Shane. Shane was the short brunette photographer.
Hairdresser.
Was she a photographer? Hairdresser.
Hairdresser. Shane was a hairdresser.
It was the photographer.
That must have been somebody later on in the season. So you got the art gallery curator, stay-at-home potential mum.
Yeah, the one who
Factory?
gained the other one.
Yeah. So there's
The lawyer
Bet, who's
one.
the art gallery curator. Shane was the hairdresser.
Yeah, no. The tall one,
so
short
it's
hair,
done.
very thin, very dykey, very kind of. And then she was a photographer. I swear she was doing. I swear, I thought she did a photograph shoot, and then she banged the chick, and then the other chick that she was banging came in, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you know what I don't know."
I don't think she was a photographer. So Bet was the art gallery curator person who had an affair with somebody else who was deaf
Yeah.
and broke up with her baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
There's the blonde chick who's the reporter who's a pain in the ass, and then there was the tennis player who ended up having cancer and dying, and then there's Shane, and then there was the fucking European chick who ended up like being some sort of
1 year later, oh my
character.
god, they did faces.
Shane was not that tall. They were all fucking short, to be fair.
She was the thin one, the one that you didn't wear the shirts. She wore like the
Shane was
jackets that were open.
androgynous. She was like she wore
wore
no
the
bra.
jackets
She
open.
fucked.
Yeah,
She
it was
always
fucked.
fucked chicks, and she presented as a male. Yeah,
That's why I said dykey.
yeah. Well, that's okay. Fair enough.
Is that
And then
wrong?
you got the tennis player. No, not at all. No. That's it's your definition. Like I can't tell you what's wrong or right. Like I'm not going to say.
Yeah, it's kind of
You
how
can't-
I like
It's a subjective
that goes
definition.
towards more
Yeah.
of the masculine.
Hmm.
Is more dykey, I think.
Hmm.
But which is like I love women no matter what. Let's be honest. But
So Shane,
that's how
Shane
I,
was like the
that's how I think of it.
boyish androgynous one.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was maybe the photographer you're talking about is I think there was an idea. So, what was the name of the writer? Whatever her fucking. It's
I
not
think it was
Lisa.
only in like one episode or something. I think it was like early in the piece when the main character met her in a studio area, and it was like very early in the piece, and it may not have been mentioned any other time. But she banged this one chick, and then she walked up, and then she put her shirt back on, so you saw her shirt like buckles, and she was very like thin, didn't have the
That's Shane.
curves. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But she was taking photos of the chick.
Was she? Oh,
I'm pretty sure she was. Pretty sure because I remember thinking about that. Not that she was like, not that any of them were my ideal. It was more just I hadn't, when that came out, I hadn't kind of
hey, there's
seeing
lesbians on
women in those
TV. We
ways.
should watch them because literally they are the only version of media appropriate slash.
I had never seen a lesbian before. Like I knew I was
Interested?
I knew I was interested in girls when
Yeah.
I think I was about it was before I was 12, so it must have been about like 10 or something like that. And like young, like you see someone and
I was 5 years
it
old
was
when I
never a thing.
realised.
Like
I was 5 years old when I realised that I liked girls and boys.
Yeah.
5.
I don't remember when I was 5.
Okay.
But knowing that you like girls and boys, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then people sit there. No,
it's not
what
that's not how
I know.
things evolved for me. That's not how things played out.
So, do you still like girls and boys, or are you more no boys? The boys were just like a thing you may have seen. Because I know there was a bit of thing.
So the thing about men is that the men I'm attracted to find me threatening.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Me too.
independent and I'm determined and I prefer to, like I will happily do my own thing. I don't need men.
Yeah. Welcome to my life, babe.
To supplement anything in my life. Like I can live independently. I can do my own thing.
Yeah.
And the men that I find attractive don't find me attractive. So there is this dichotomy between pheromones and, there's very little in between. Like I'm not interested in settling with something in between.
Yeah.
Pardon me. When I've got, when the other end of the spectrum, the other end of the pendulum is that there are women who are readily interested in me.
I'm sure there are, without question.
So, I can have a relationship with someone and be sexually attracted to them, which is a woman, or I can, try to muddle through this situation with a man who doesn't appreciate me for everything that I am and everything else. So why would I know that being hard is, no one would choose to be gay when it's easier to be straight, right? But then why would I choose to be straight when that is the harder of the two things for me to be?
100%.
So,
unfortunately, I can't find any guy who does not see me as threatening, who does not see what I do as threatening, which is what happened with every serious relationship I've ever had. And every woman sees me as bisexual, which means that I will want to cock at some point. So either way,
that's not about you. That's about their experience.
Yeah, but either way,
you lose.
That's what she gets,
and so do I. Yeah. So I came out as bi many years ago.
Yeah.
But the community at that point didn't. So bisexuals were on the out with both heterosexuals and the queer community. There was no such thing as a queer community, right?
Yeah.
So what you have is basically these extremes where you're either gay or you're not. You're either straight or you're not. There was no accommodation for anybody in between.
I know.
And I was like, okay,
literally
so
how
out of 10 people in a room, I'd be attracted to 2 or 3 guys, and the rest might be women, or I'm not attracted to them at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because there's 10 people in a room doesn't mean that you want to shag everybody.
No. Like,
that's a whole different situation.
Like, I like hearts, not parts. Like, I care about the person that is there. I care about their, if I'm attracted to them, like, physically, then fair enough. But then it's the hearts, not parts situation. I don't give a crap what's in your pants unless I get to touch it, in which case, thank you very much for letting me touch it. But that's literally how I feel. But it's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. Like, when I got old enough to be bisexual, I'd go to gay clubs, and every girl.
I don't know that it was old enough to be bisexual insofar as old enough to be comfortable with the idea.
I was always comfortable with the idea.
We're not that far apart in ages.
No, but I was always comfortable with the idea. But like when you tell people, when you were dating, going clubbing, that kind of thing. You go to Glade clubs, and every single chick would be, no, you'll want to bang a dude eventually because you're bisexual.
Yeah.
Guys would go, oh, that means maybe we can have a threesome. Either way, it's fucked.
Yeah.
And I have never.
Now, you may be
I've never
bisexual and
found somebody
monogamous,
who just
but you can
wants,
also
who wants
be.
me for me. So,
Sorry?
anyone else? I've never met anyone who wants me for me. Never.
So, I have to say the same thing. Like, there is a certain period of time where there is appeal. Like, you appeal to them because you meet their requirements for a certain point
Oh
in
yeah,
time.
I'm exciting. No.
And then after that, they're like, yep, no, I'm out.
Pretty much.
I get
I'm
it. I
exciting,
really
and
do.
Realize that
I
I'm
genuinely
actually a
do.
boring chick who likes just, you can't leave the house, and, you know, it's pretty fucking dull. I'm not.
No, that's not it at all. I think it's got to do. Look, my experience with relationships has been either with men or women. So I had actually quite a long-term virtual, like online relationship with a man, and I desperately wanted to meet this guy.
Yeah.
There was everything about him made me excited and genuinely interested. Right?
Yeah.
But he could never bring himself to come and meet me. So what do? You can only do so much. I offered to meet him halfway. I offered to do all these things. So was he actually interested in me or just the idea of what I could be?
Yeah.
So is somebody interested in the idea or in you? And so I'm finding that a lot of the time these days people are interested in the idea of someone rather than the reality of the person.
100%. It's been that way since I was 15, I think. It's always been the idea. People like the idea of me. They don't actually like me. And that's fair enough. And I will be single forever. And I'm fine with that.
So I saw a video recently of a woman. I don't know if I shared it with you, but I definitely I appreciated everything she was saying. There was this was a single woman from, I think she was from the US or Canada or something like that, where she talks about she does a parody of her speaking to a male, talking about how she's going to die alone. She's like, yeah, I may die alone, but I've also fostered relationships with children that I care about, with family, with friends, with people who matter to me. And at the end of the day, that is what's more important than having to supplement somebody else's feeling of self-worth and validating their existence when I don't need to do that.
Good question. Yeah, if those are the two options.
Well, they're not just two options. There's
Exactly,
not.
No, but exactly. If those are the two options.
Oh, yeah, yes. But they don't have to be.
No.
You've said previously, okay, so we're going to get a little bit more, we're going a little bit deeper now, a little bit more DM side of stuff. You've said to me that you have said to everybody, actually, that I am your platonic life partner.
100%.
Right?
It's
so there is no reason why we cannot live under the same roof.
No.
And share and appreciate and enjoy and find love, support, compassion, joy, and just
we will 100%.
Just be
definitely
around somebody without needing to without needing to bump uglies, right?
Definitely.
The problem with that is the current cultural norm, in inverted commas, the norm is in inverted commas,
because I'm so hot.
Not culture, but the norm is that a nuclear family needs to be made up of one cis male and one, I don't know the correct terms, but one biological male, one biological female, and their relevant offspring.
Yeah, fuck that.
That concept was only that concept was enshrined in the 1950s and 60s through American culture, right? So it is that post World War II the baby boomers that became the gatekeeper to what was the norm, because their parents had come from such a damaged place.
Yeah, it's a horrible area. Oh my God.
So the silent generation is the people who fought in the First and Second World Wars. Their offspring are the boomers.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we're going to talk about, but if you go back to 200 years ago, what are we, 2024, 200 years ago would be 1824. Yeah, 200 years ago. 200 years ago, the family unit was a multi-generational household that
I
included
know, and still in so many
sister,
countries
aunts,
it is.
unmarried uncles, grandparents, great-grandparents, potentially even also, depending on the ages of, what's the right word without being insensitive, propagation, proliferation, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah, and still,
So
but
you've got
still in lots of
great-grandparents.
countries there still are.
Yeah.
Like, it's exactly the same.
And part of the reason for that was, the reason these family units were actually, they lived the way that they did was, yes, absolutely right, Callie, pink was actually the masculine colour and blue was the feminine colour.
100%.
Right? So when you painted, so when the aristocracy painted their nurseries, baby blue was for the girl and pink was for the boy, because boys are meant to deflower girls, therefore they should have pink.
Oh.
Right? But if you talk about the family unit, and if you step just outside of Western culture and you go to the Eastern states, be they
Thailand, any of that kind of stuff?
not even. We're talking Europe mainland, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're talking about the Europe as a continent. So if you step just outside of the Western borders and you go to places like the Ukraine, Poland, the former Yugoslav republics, all those sorts of Slavic nations and places like that, where they were not as affluent as their Western counterparts, you actually had family units that had multi-generational households.
It's still,
right? And
it's
that
still
is the
very
norm.
normal.
That was the norm. But now, if, like, I, as a mid-40s woman, was living with my parents, I would be considered undateable.
Yeah.
Because I still live with my parents, despite the fact that historically, culturally, that is the tradition I'm upholding. Right? So the idea of a nuclear family where a father and mother and their children live in a house independently to themselves
What's a father?
is a concept that's only been around for 70 odd years.
What's a father?
And it needs to be debunked because that idea has an economic basis.
But
because
again,
if
that's in Australia. That's not in
no,
it's not
the
in
Western
Vietnam.
world.
It's not in Vietnam. It's not.
No,
in
it's the Western
all
world.
That,
In
exactly,
order,
that's
in
what
order
I'm
to
trying
keep
to
the
say.
Western, in order to keep the Western world progressing, in inverted commas, and moving forward economically, you need people to move out. You need people to buy houses. You need them to support the building industry. The building industry then supports manufacturing industry, and the manufacturing then supports the mineral, like, you know, so coal, wood, you know, that sort of stuff, right? Do you see the causal links between economy and the idea of the nuclear family
100%.
over the last 70 to 80 years,
Absolutely
90 years
ridiculous.
even, right?
And the thing is, like, it's like back in the day, it was ridiculous. Like, you could buy a house for fucking $12,000, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like my great grandparents bought like massive blocks of land in Queensland and at Bondi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we used to own half of fucking Bondi Beach, half of that shit. And then it was sold because it was a fucking, it was a terrible area and it was terrible. It had sinkholes. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
So take away the fact that
it was easy to buy that.
3 generations ago.
Yeah.
The idea of a family unit was grandparents, parents, unmarried offspring of the grandparents.
Yep.
Sometimes the married offspring of the parents and their children. They would house siblings and their kids, usually the male offspring, right? That was married and their children. But the point is that the idea that you need to be independent of your family in order to be a success, that's a very
away from the camera.
capitalist idea.
Yeah, exactly right. And like the fact that, okay, so I live with my mother and my kid, right? So I was living by myself with my child. Do you know how expensive that shit got in Australia, in Canberra? I'm sitting there
that
trying
is a multi-generational household. That would be traditionally the way that's what would happen.
Exactly
the older
right.
generation would look after the youngest generation. The able-bodied adults would be the ones that go out and actually produce the goods to support the older and younger generation?
What I do is I take care of my mother, who is in her 70s. She happens to have a house. She doesn't own it, but she happens to have one. And she helps me with what I can't do. So I can't leave the house because I've got mental issues and I've got CPTSD. If anyone hasn't watched one of my other videos, I've got that. But I'm trying. So, like, she helps me with what I can do. I help with what she can't do. We work it out. Like, this is normal in so many different countries, just not so much in the Western world.
No, it's because ridiculous. The Western world can't make money off those sorts of living arrangements.
And
it cannot support economic growth.
And so my mum's best friend, okay, so his name is Peter. I was going to say that. No one's going to know anyway. He has done a lot of English as a second language in lots of places like Thailand and all of those kind of countries. So one time he was there and he had his little room, which was like a little, little bed, a little space, blah, blah, blah. And they sat there and they came up and they held his hand and said, where are you eating your lunch? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat it here. He's like, okay, well, come and eat with us. And they all sat so close they were all touching. That's normal for them. And they said,
and you know what?
And they said, oh, where do you sleep? Oh, they told him. And then they went, but you sleep by yourself? And that was horrifying for them. Because even when they go to school, they're not with their parents anymore, but they sleep 6 or 8 people in a room right next to each other. They don't expect people to, like, sleep in their own rooms. That is such a Western idea. And that really blew my mum's friend's mind, the fact that that was, like, such a thing, that they thought that he was so lonely because he didn't have someone to sleep in the bed with.
He didn't have that sense of connection, both physical.
So they invited him to sleep in their bed. Like, not in a sexual way. Just in a...
Absolutely.
To be near us, to be near somebody. And it was like... It blew my mind when I heard that. I must have been about, I must have been about 20-something when I heard that. And I was just like, so countries still do that? And it's like, like so much of the world still does that. They don't expect you to go out and get your own house and get your own world and, like, get married. And they don't expect you to do this right now. They don't expect you to do this right now. They expect you to just, like... I love that. Like, I'd love to get married. I want that more than so much. I want to find my person to get married to.
So as you move further away from the colonialist Western cultures, so England, Germany, France, those sort of historical colonialist type nations. Yeah. Right? Spain, Spain not so much because they do have that sort of they're
kind of separated a little bit.
The Spanish and the Portuguese, who were also great conquerors, in inverted commas, versus the Germans and the Vikings and other groups of people that were that Western. Conquerors. Yeah. The further you move away from them, the less you have that separation of people, right? My parents. Right, so I'm first generation Australian. Yeah. My parents, as children, slept with all their siblings up until the point they left home, right? Wow. Because they didn't have all of those resources to have space for separate rooms. That's an elitist idea. The fact that we live in independent houses and all that, we're aspiring to be the elite. We're aspiring to be the aristocracy. Those classist systems that separate people.
That's so beautiful, though. Like, I didn't even realize that was a thing. Like, I knew
the poorer you are, the closer your connection is to family. The more affluent you are, the more removed you are from physical connection.
I suppose royalty, they sit there and you basically don't have much to do with your kids and shit. Like, wow, totally. I didn't like. Sorry, I'm blown away. I didn't even think about this shit.
Look at it historically.
How is it elitist?
Look at it historically.
We've got some comments.
England in the in some parts of England, like, still quite elitist and still quite aristocratic. aristocrats in their nature, where they send their kids off to boarding school at the age of 10 for them to evolve into being proper adults.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, definitely.
Right? So versus people who don't have money, who keep their kids at home and send them to local public school, and they may have still, like in today's times and spaces, may well still need to share a room with their sibling. They're on bunk beds, or they've got single beds side by side, but they have a shared space. It's not what it was like when my parents were growing up, where they slept 3 to 6 a bed, head to toe sort of situation. But nowadays you might have 2 kids in a room or 1 child in a room, and the room might be smaller, or 2 kids in a bigger room, right? Yeah. But the people who've got money send their kids off to boarding school. They send them away to grow and evolve.
So many people in my family went off to boarding school and stuff like that. I wanted to go to boarding school, but for a totally different reason. Now, we've got a number of comments. Success is a very subjective term. That is very, very, very true.
It is, but we were speaking in the context of Western capitalist democracy.
Yeah, that is true. We were doing that as well. Rent is ridiculous. Yes. So I was living in, I lived by myself for, since I was 15 and a half. I left home and I was living by myself the entire time. If I wasn't taking, even when people were living with me, I was still paying their rent. So basically, life is fucking weird. Rent is ridiculous. How is it elitist? How is it elitist? How is it elitist that people can afford to
send their kids off to boarding school
boarding school, rent their own houses, do that kind of stuff, whereas some people, as opposed to culturally different. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So how is it elitist as opposed to culturally different? That is a very good question. It depends on the people, I think, because because I know of numerous people that do consider it a thing that they can send their kids to boarding school, that it is all about money, that it is, that kind of thing. I think it's very much a difference between the way they do it. You know what I mean? Like, some people.
Can I present a example?
Of course you can, my darling.
The English conquered, again, inverted commas, India, right, as we know it today. And so what you have is the westernization of India. And they actually introduced the class system. And they divided Pakistan away from India and other countries, because essentially if they kept them as a unified state, they were too powerful.
Yes.
So as groups are westernized, they then introduce these class systems that then you have these elite classes, upper middle, lower classes, and then the untouchables. Right? So India is a prime example of how this classist point of view and elitist mentality was applied to a culture or a whole people over the last 200 years that wasn't there before that, right? That's how it's elitist. You westernize a culture in order to be able to divide them from their traditional roots, and then you basically use this new system against them for them to support your continued oppression of them. That might be a little bit off the point, but essentially what I'm saying is that as cultures are westernized...
essentially makes sense, yes.
Yeah, so as cultures are westernized, you tend to find they move away from the traditional multi-generational households, this communal sense of being able to, it takes a village to raise a child.
One thing I would like to put out as well is that, so half my family is Canadian, okay?
Right.
So I've got Canadian American as half. So my dad was Canadian, never became Australian, that kind of thing. But when I went over there and met them, their relationship with their kids was very much the taking care of them, living in the same house. If they wanted to move out, if they got married, buying them a house. It was very much that kind of that symbiotic kind of situation. So I don't know, like
Canada is a they kind of like went, hey, here's the rule, we're going to be the exception.
Canada is beautiful. I love everything about them, and I love everything about my Canadian family. If you watch this, I love you so much, Auntie darling. I love you. I will send that to Auntie darling.
Canadian sense of connection to family, they still maintain that sense of village.
Yeah, exactly, and it's so
right?
beautiful.
You tend to find,
I love
absolutely.
it
So
so
you tend
much.
to find
Like that made me feel so much like that made me feel more accepted than I ever had before when I went to Canada and saw my family there. I felt more at home than ever.
Yes.
Like beautiful. So I don't like I just
I went back to similar experience. I went back to my parents' homeland.
When you sent me those pictures and stuff.
Oh, so many.
Yeah, so many
the first time I went there, I actually turned 19 over there, right? And the first time I stepped out of, we had to catch a taxi from the capital, the modern capital of the country, and then travelled by taxi / van car thing for 3 hours to get to my parents' hometown / satellite villages. And my mum's father greeted us at the airport, plus my dad's brother-in-law, and so there was family there and all the rest of it. And my sister and my first cousin chatted with my mum's stepsister the whole way, and my grandfather talked with, all the rest of it. It's, and so there was this whole sort of like this whole bonding happening, because my grandfather hadn't seen myself and my sister or my cousin for a solid 7 or 8 years. But the thing that I find was most life-changing was that after we travelled, winding through the mountains and all the rest of it, and the taxi pulled up in front of my grandfather's apartment, and we stepped out to go have some dinner with him because it was a saint's day. He was hosting it in his name, which is St. Nicholas and all the rest of it. When I stepped out, and after about a half an hour of being in the town that my family had come from, my mother's family had come from, or close to that town for over 500 years, I felt like I'd come home.
Yeah.
And like literally within 24, 48 hours. So that sense of kinship was just so overwhelming. And, I spent time with my grandfather's new wife, who was my mum's stepmother, and then their daughter, who was my mum's half-sister, and then learning about, then meeting my father's mother, my paternal grandmother, I misspoke. And I felt like I'd come home because, in all honesty, I feel like that process of it takes a village to raise a child, it was in my genes.
Yeah.
Right? I can't sidestep that because it's what I don't even think about it. My nieces and nephews come to me and I instinctively hug them. I care for them. I provide advice, counsel, all those sorts of things.
I've seen you with people that are your cousins, that are your nieces and nephews. The people that aren't. Which is why I'm like, I want you to be around my teeny tiny a lot more. Because you do that, and same as I do. Like, we've got that.
Yeah, I feel like it's genetic. But then, when I said elitist, I sort of meant, what I really meant was classist. Because as you move away from that very, very visceral, untamed, what are the words? Genuine, unrestricted, unrefrained, unrestrained sense of connection.
Yeah.
From your siblings and your family and your parents, you will care for everyone's children.
Exactly.
But as you move up in the ranks of society,
it's a case
it's not done.
You just love.
Which is why I say it's a westernization of cultures.
Yeah.
The more you are removed from the care of children as a community, the more westernized you become, and more isolated, insulated. The more insulated you become.
100%. Yeah. Like, I love, any kid that I've known, I still love them to death. Any person I've known, I still love them to death. I will still protect them till the ends of the earth. And that's what I was saying. So someone said Canada is just like any other country on earth. It's not a paradise. It's just full of human. No. And I know that. But what I know is that my Canadian family were just beautiful. And people I met at the shops, people random Canadians I met.
Mm.
They took me in with open arms, and that is not a normal thing. Like the amount of places I've been to America, I've been to Fiji, I've been to like all. Like, I'm not going to go through the list. I'm not going to make a list, but like, you know, like I felt loved, and I don't think that's it's not a negative thing at all. Like I'm not gonna, but I felt something I hadn't felt before.
Yeah, it's a sense of community.
Yeah, and they all loved each other, and they all took care of each other, and it was beautiful. And they do that. They all do that.
What we don't have in Australia is a sense of we don't have a national community.
No, we don't have that.
We are still Australia is still very much divided between Indigenous Australians.
We're a young country, and we're trying to do our best.
Canada is not much older than Australia, but the key differences are that the Canadian political system and their philosophies and mindsets towards Indigenous peoples
and I'm not saying they aren't, Clark. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm not disagreeing with you in any way.
They're very different.
I'm just saying that I felt that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that anyone's good or anyone's bad. Definitely not saying that. Yeah. Just I don't want you to think that I'm saying. So I just don't want Clark to think that I'm saying that.
We're not trying to bring down some cultures and raise others above. What we're talking about is the differences in the sense of community, senses of family.
I will cuddle everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you so I go to Macedonia and so I go to Southeast Europe.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
The sense of community and understanding is very different, but also they're very exclusionary of certain groups, right? I cannot be gay if I go back to my parents' homeland.
No, you can't be openly gay.
No.
You're always going to be gay.
No, I cannot be openly anything apart from appearing to be a spinster who's not interested in being married.
Well, you are a spinster.
That's it. Oh, hush. But my point is that as places are westernized, some of their core, I guess the word is, some of their base prejudices become obvious.
Yeah, lots of countries have prejudices that are very astute and very
because they sit outside of their idea of community and connection and family, right? Even though the family is 3 generations big and all the single children still stay at home and we all plough the fields and all the rest of it. So there is something to be said for westernization, but there's also like the loss of community that happens with that. It's really difficult to sort of sum up and say this is better than that. We're not saying that. I think what we're talking about is you and I both appreciate that sense of community and connection.
100%.
But also appreciate and value the opportunities of being an individual in Australian society and Australian society.
Yeah, no, it is difficult because Australian society is very much a case of it's very separated, 100%.
Yes.
So I know that, like, I've got a very different idea of Australia than other people that had maybe a 2-parent household or
you're a first-generation migrant, or you have an Indigenous parent, or you have 2 Indigenous parents. You live out west. You live in a highly an urban residential area. You live in a highly, I was watching it. So actually, this is going to sum up like how cultures have changed over time. So I was watching a documentary today about Alexander the Great. The ancient Greeks did not have a word for homosexuality. They had a word for being sexual, and that was it. It was not gender-based. It was just about the activity. Right? So you fast forward from the ancient Greeks, from the ancient Macedonians, to modern day, and we have divided people with labels. You are homosexual, you are heterosexual, you are transgender, you are non-binary, you are all of these things. When in fact, like the ancient cultures have said, you are a being, and you engage in sexual activities, or you engage in philosophy, you engage in art. So what you do does not equal who you are. And I think we've actually lost that.
I love that. what you do is not who you are. I love that.
That's right.
That's beautiful because, like, the amount of people that you know who are gay or straight or
Define themselves by their
asexual
occupation.
or whatever.
Occupation.
Oh, exactly right. Fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
I used to make a fuck ton of money. I used to make a fuck ton of money running businesses, doing events, shit ton of money. And then I got pregnant and I could no longer work the 23 hours a day I was doing. And a lot of other stuff happened. But you know what? Like, then my life changed. Does any of that define me? Like, yeah, I felt like it did, honestly.
No, but
I felt like that.
it will mold your character, but it does not need to define.
No, but I felt like it
who
did
you are.
at the point because I was
And
no
that's what
longer
society
making the
expects of
money.
you now. Yeah.
Exactly. I was no longer making all the money. I was no longer making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I was no longer being all fancy and having the diamonds and all that other bullshit. But you know what? Like, I am now a sole parent of a child for reasons which I'm not going to. And I found something that I adore, and that's talking to you guys and, you know, really getting information out there. And that is fucking beautiful. Like, I may not make $100,000 a year, but you know what? Fuck it. Like, that does not make me less of a person. It does not make me less of a person making money, doing all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Like, fuck it. She was trans. She was in a record saying, "I'm pound of gold."
There was a Roman emperor who was trans and went on record to say, "I will give you every pound of gold in Rome's accounts to the person who can give me a vagina."
A totally different story. Rome.
Well, no,
is amazing.
because the Romans actually
Rome.
They were the copycats of the ancient Greeks.
No, that's
Did you
what
know
I'm
that?
trying to say. Like, they did amazing things. They happily banged, like, men happily
But the
banged
Romans
men.
were history's. The Romans were the history's greatest copycats.
They're the best.
They took ancient Greek art.
Bang it down, baby.
They took philosophy from the Balkan region. They took weapon making from the Huns and the Hungarians and Poland and places like in parts of Russia. The Romans were the world's greatest copycats. But they did come up with a couple of ideas insofar as they appropriated a whole bunch of ideas into politics and they came up with the idea of a Senate. And the idea that leadership does not need to be hereditary or genetics based. It can be based on merit.
Does anyone know where to get a virtual person? Because I think, because our Nova does not want to show her face. And I think that we need to have just me and Nova talking, because basically that's all it is anyway. So does anyone know where to get a cheap virtual person? Otherwise I'm just going to have to make it myself, and I will cry every second. I will cry. Sorry, Lon. Yeah.
Okay. I feel as though we have come to the natural conclusion of tonight's adventures.
We are making you a person, because I know you don't want your face on, because it's just you and I talking, but otherwise we'll get you a mask or some shit. Or you can do it from behind. I don't know, but it feels weird when it's just me talking to myself.
You're not talking to yourself, because I'm also reciprocating and we've got people messaging and all the rest of it. But anyway, I would like to say that we have made a marathon effort this evening. We have covered so many different topics, and I am so pleased that we have new subscribers, new followers.
So much fun.
Cannot thank you guys enough for listening to our segues and randomness.
I really enjoy our segues and randomness. I think it's actually the main bit of our stuff. I love us talking.
Poor Callie's like, I need to go to bed. Shut the fuck up. Yes.
I will never go to bed. I will never die. I will never surrender.
Thank you for your support. please follow.
Subscribe.
Sleep is for
Do
the
whatever
quiz.
you need to do.
You know what? You're not wrong. So please
Follow,
subscribe, follow.
Joe.
Kenzie
Exactly,
Cat669.
Clark. I've got you down, darling.
Yeah.
If
On all
I'm
the
still
different
awake, I'll
platforms.
do another game in a minute.
Right. Well, I have to, engage in that capitalist exercise called employment. So, and I have creatures that I have to feed still. So I have some ducks and rabbits that require my attention shortly. All right. No. So what I feel Kat is saying to me right now is, what I'm hearing is blah, blah, nag. Fine,
I love
whatever.
you so much.
Yeah. Right back at you, babes.
All right. Thank you,
All right,
everyone,
let's
for
pick this up
watching.
next week, shall we?
All right, thank you, everyone, for watching. You guys are amazing. Please follow, subscribe, click the bell if you're on YouTube, whatever the fuck's going on. And
share.
please come
We really
back.
appreciate the
Share,
shares.
yes, definitely, please share. We're also on Facebook. We're also all over the place. Please come. Please be part of our thing. Please be part of our little community. We really, really appreciate it. And to the end button on now. The end button is not. I'll make a new end button. But
Good
the
night.
cat is cute.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you guys soon. Much love. Bye-bye.